Yeah, alright, so we are live. I think he needs to undeafen. There he is.
We're good.
All right.
Alright, already introduced us. Come on.
All
What are
right,
the
no problem. Hello, everybody. This is BoozeBash 5. Joining me in the booth, we've got Mao and Forrest, the one who is permanently calm and the one who hates bananas. You know them, you love them. Give it up for them. Talk to me, guys. What are your thoughts on this game?
No, bro. First of all, let's give it up for you, bro. You know, we have a star joining us on the caster deck. Let's fucking go.
Plug the YouTube channel.
Appreciate you guys. Artie Joe EXP
Yeah.
forward slash
Yeah.
YouTube.
Give us a little bit of the experience, bro. We need to see some of that.
Oh, trust me, we're gonna see more of the experience and everything here at BoozeBash 5. I'm excited here to be
As
casting with you guys. Thank you again for this
no,
opportunity.
bro. As we get into draft, let's talk about the teams coming in, right? Like Targon, first week against us, demonstrated a good, precise, slow gameplay that, they just bodied us, man. I can't even make an excuse. They fell through to Bilgewater, but it wasn't like they were losing, you know what I mean? Like they had
Right.
moments of like they had leads, but it looked like Bilgewater knew what to do. And then we have Demacia, who looks like they can't find their footing. They have good players. They have great strats. I mean, they bodied us game one in our series too, but it looks like they're not really finding their footing, right? Maybe in this series, they're just gonna turn it all around.
Right, yeah. Well, we're hoping to see maybe some new strategies or something coming out of Demacia because they've got the players, they've got the skill, they've got the strength, but we need to see a little bit more cohesion from that team.
Yeah, no, for sure. What do you think, Forrest? Give us a little opinion on the
Yeah,
team
talk to
so
us.
far.
I think Demacia's got a pretty good team. They just got to figure out roles and identity. It's what their team would be best at.
I
Like,
agree.
Right.
you got
So
two
each
platinum
player
support
should
layers
be
in the
playing
bot
to their
lane.
strengths more than anything
Yeah,
else, right?
exactly.
Yeah.
Gotcha. That makes sense. Makes perfect sense.
And another thing, right, that I want to see Demacia do is I don't want them to adhere to the meta. Like Liquid Thunder and Slim where they're both supports, right? Like they don't necessarily have to play an 80 carry support. They can like flip it around, get some scaling supports down there. Basmer, right? He doesn't necessarily need to play a mage mid. We've seen things like Doinby play Kled mid. He's thrown in bruisers in the mid lane. Like, they could step out of their comfort zone, kind of like how, me and Forrest doing a Cathy with the AP Varus Ash bot. But like they
Yeah.
could just throw in what they play, like lock in the first champion like we do with Ornn, and then like play around that, right? Like if they lock in Kale, they say, "Yo, let's set up for a scale comp. Let's have some tanks around this Kale. Let's slow down the game and let's let it shine in the late game, right?" Like they don't necessarily need to play things that are standard. Like this is what tournament's about. Like if you're in a 5v5, you're communicating. You can pick all these off meta things and form something around it, right? Like they don't all I'm trying to say is, come on, Demacia, like step it up. We need you to win.
Hey, I'm excited to see it. I know it'll be a great showing from Demacia, and I do agree with you. I think the team they've got a lot of strengths across the board. Everyone needs to kind of do their own thing, figure out what they want to do. When you try to move the team into like one specific identity that some of the players might not be accustomed to, you're lacking on some of the strength. Like you said, Basmer with the Kled mid. That's a Kled specialist here, and if he goes mid with it, he could do some serious damage. Same thing with the bot lane. They could hold their own in a supportive way, maybe allow some of the carry roles across the rest of the team. But we'll see what they do here in this first game. As we get it underway, what are we waiting on so far?
I
What
think
do you guys want
they're
to see out of Zach's team? Actually, we haven't talked about his team at all.
Nah, you're right. We haven't at all. As far as Zach's team is going, I think they're all pretty solid. They've been working at some of their shortcomings here with perhaps some identity issues or some game plan follow-ups, and I'm excited to see what they do moving into this game when it comes to executing on a game plan because they do have specific game plans, but it doesn't seem like they're all on pace. They seem like they fall a little bit out of the momentum as it gets going. So
exactly.
I know you
we're
have
gonna
some
go ahead and
inside
move into the
knowledge,
draft.
right?
Yeah, I've got a little bit of inside knowledge here as the Targon's coach, but they're my boys. I'm gonna try to keep it nice and unbiased. Let's go Targon. Let's go Demacia. Okay, let's see a good game.
So like, it's interesting that you bring up Targon. We're getting to bans here, right? So 100% I'm expecting like an Aurelia ban, I think, off the bat, like maybe Aurelia Nami, just to get them off some comfort. And because we know Basmer plays a lot of Aurelia, and Aurelia's a flex pick between top and
I
mid.
think Quick
Right?
plays it a lot too, right?
Yeah, so
So
this is definitely a strong pick. Maybe a Garen after the first one. Oh, Gwen.
wow,
I think Quick has been playing quite a bit of Gwen.
All right, a little bit of respect there going over to quick. Okay.
Here, an Evelyn ban.
Ooh.
Okay.
there's
Yeah,
the
there
trolling
there it
going on.
is. It's gonna be the Nocturne band there for the Tueri. Hey, but Tueri has been working on a few things there. I keep my
Yeah,
eyes
no,
out for Tueri on this
I
game.
can't wait. Hey, see, listen, Series 1 MVP. It might be another MVP going on here.
Yep.
So yeah, no, I still think like an Irelia ban is due here, right? Like I think it's too much of a strong pick between these two players to not ban it, and they went for
Ooh, it's
Zera.
That's a
gonna
good
be
ban. Yeah, we had
Xerath.
problems
And
with
that,
that.
yeah,
So
it's a good ban too, and like how we're saying he's not a comfort mid laner, and it's just safe, and it does like 1,000,000 damage from far away.
Of course, banning away the comfort picks is a viable strategy, but we also have to remember that some picks might be fine if they just, are playing into like our own identity. So we don't need to get rid of every comfort pick as long as we properly pick against some of the picks that will force them into,
No, 100%, I agree with that.
Nivea band coming out there too. A little bit of respect. They're gonna go ahead and get some interaction going on in the mid lane, I see. Mordekaiser.
is
Okay.
that a dual ban against Quick and Rin?
I
You
think
guys
that
know?
one was yes, I agree. With between Quick and Rin, possibly even Basmer.
Yep.
Possibly. In a
Wukong being
weird
banned.
kind of way.
Yeah, right.
Okay,
Okay,
Wukong out.
we
Let's
have
see.
the
Oh,
Evelynn.
it's gonna be Evelyn from Tueri. Is that okay?
Oh,
No, we're hovering. Okay. Listen, I
Then
see you, Tueri.
I see a theme going on
I
here.
see you, Tueri, and I just want to say I approve. I approve as the coach. I want to see some confidence coming out of that one. But Senna's gonna be the first lock pick.
This is
Gonna go
interesting
Targon
over
with
to
finally got
Demacia.
Senna.
Yeah, I was about to say this is the first Senna I think we've seen in all tournament, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think it is.
Well, Targon or Senna generally gets banned against Targon because both Zach and Edgar play it quite a bit.
Ooh,
Right.
Renata.
Ooh, Renata Glass. First pick coming out of Demacia.
All right, but talk to me, guys. Where do you think this Senna's going? In which hands, Edgar's, or do you guys think Zach's gonna pilot this one?
This far into the draft, we really couldn't say, and that's the best part about a pick like Senna in the hands of someone like Zach and Cameron. They're versatile enough to just kind of get through whatever. We're gonna tell us the second we get like another tank, right? It's gonna be Senna something.
Do you have
Do
a
you think they would
Malzahar
do two
lock in?
marksmen?
We got
Okay,
a
a mouse
gameplay
lock-in is
button from
crazy.
Demacia.
Yes.
Hmm.
Ooh.
So far,
Ooh,
we got Renata Malzahar looking like a crazy
I think
bit of control
Cameron's
over
playing
here having
Senna.
on Demacia.
think
Cool.
Cameron's playing Senna?
Oh, wait a minute. Well,
It's the Senna Scion bot lane. You know
it's gonna be the Senna Scion. I'm
you
starting
W
to
the minion,
think
you
it's gonna
shoot
be
the
them.
minion into him. You know, yeah.
A little bit of cheese, a little bit of cheese.
El queso es muy peligroso.
That's true. No
I
cap.
wouldn't be opposed to an Evelynn ban or an Evelynn pick here, but Veigar is
Ooh.
definitely huge. I think this should be locked in.
Ooh.
Veigar has been terrorizing
Has
BoozeBash
Veigar lost
lately.
this tournament?
I do not think so.
I don't think so. I think throughout the format of this tournament, Veigar would be one of the strongest heroes in the game.
I'm also not sure as to why they picked mid immediately. I feel like they should have counterpicked rather than pick it here.
What, the Veigar?
No,
No, the
Demacia?
Malzahar. They picked it early enough.
Oh.
It
Oh,
opened the gates for Veigar. Is this a Varus?
Forest. I think we're
Oh.
inspiring people.
It will be a Varus. Okay, we're seeing some Kathia inspiration going on
Renata
in this game.
Varus.
That sounds honestly that sounds pretty good. They're not a Varus in lane at least.
Yeah,
I will say Demacia, they're going with another 80 carry again, trying to make that work.
I do like the Varus for one thing, right? Because it kind of answers to that center range and that Veigar range that they have. So like we can get like an engage without running into cage immediately. Because like Malzahar is being outranged at the moment by the two carries.
and it
By a
also
large
looks like
margin.
Tueri is getting pushed into an uncomfortable role here as he's getting target banned in phase 2, and auction ban.
The Wukong ban was also for him, right?
Yes,
For him and, I guess, Lawful Dog, since
for him and
Lawful has played
lawful.
it
Yeah,
once.
that's a decent enough flex for them, by my count. Now, I'm going to be excited to see what Rin chooses to jungle here because, in my opinion, when Veigar is picked early enough in the draft, you're trying to pick a good mid-jungle duo to punish his earlier game with proper wave management, rotations, and possibly even dives. But Malzahar isn't going to be a good enough character to do that with, so I feel like the Malzahar early draft might have been a fumble. Mundo ban, Cannon ban? Let's see what the next pick is here for Demacia.
Malzahar can just walk through Veigar cage, though, so...
He can. That's a benefit. That is a
Yeah.
benefit. And he'll
But
just lock him down.
But to give credit where credit's due, like Clouds has been pretty hard to kill in lane and throughout this whole tournament. Like he plays safe and he kind of knows where to
Pop!
be in the lane.
That's true.
Yeah, this pick is
Hoppy. Okay, well, I will say it is possible to set up crazy plays against the Vigar with this combination. We'll see if they do it, because otherwise I'm trying to think about why else would you draft a Poppy? We don't even know that's top lane yet.
Well, Poppy could be top lane, right? It's a
Poppy
flex.
could be top
It's a
lane.
jungle
True.
top flex, technically.
I
I'm
feel like they're
talking about
gonna
as if it
give
were a
quick
jungle. It's
I
possible.
feel like they're gonna give quick counter pick
Carry.
here. Yeah, they're giving him counter pick.
Oh, and is that going to be the
Evelyn
Evelyn?
is.
Evelyn is locked in for Tueri. Okay.
Alright, Tueri's on
Ooh.
my crap list.
Okay, Tueri, let's go. I'm excited to see this. Let's go. Let's put Tueri in the driver's seat for once.
He's on his one trick.
Hey, that's a pretty good one trick to have. Now,
I
will
could
it
not
pop off
agree more
against
with
the
you.
Malzahar?
Heimer
And the
Dangler.
Heimer's coming out.
That
Okay,
is the
we know
dog.
which ones.
Alright.
Okay.
Ding 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 ding.
Okay, it's gonna be a spicy one this first game. I'm
Now
excited.
let's look at the teams though, right, Artie? Like let's wait till this. But as of now, like Demacia engaging has to be one of the hardest things we've seen this tournament, right? Like
Of
look at
course.
this setup from Targon.
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah,
really
this
liking
setup
the
from
Poppy
Targon
here.
is insane. They between Viger Cage and Heimer zone control, it's gonna be a tough one to get in.
And
NK,
we were talking about this, Forrest. I feel like this is beautiful because like if you look at the top, like look at Targon's team, right? They, in order for them to have such a good early mid pressure, Tueri's has to execute this Evelyn like beautifully, right? But then we have Demacia with the kill pick that scales into the late game, and it's like this game is gonna be good. That's all I gotta say.
yeah, it's good. It's interesting because Targon kind of set themselves up to just hold their ground, not do anything risky, and then just outscale. But when a kill pick comes in, now the ball's in your court to make some plays before you just eventually bleed out, right?
Exactly. And like looking at Targon's team now, and then I know Renato was like first picked, but it's like I don't know the champion, but can you guys explain to me exactly what Renata is going to provide against this team? Because I'm pretty sure ulti's her strongest tool against auto attackers, but look at the other side. It has 3 mages or 3 AP who don't really auto as much, right? Like Senna needs
I
to
will
get hit
say,
better.
it's still CC technically, right? Taunting, and they're all immobile on Targon, except for the Evelyn ultimate. So
Yeah, but if you think about it, right, it's like it's a taunt that needs to be followed up on. And if we look at Demacia's team, they're like contradicting each other. Like Malzahar Varus wants them to come in,
yeah,
right? Go to KO. Then we have like a Renata ulti. So what's that gonna do? Like it has to be a counter engage tool, right?
yeah, but yeah, it's just really weird. The comp doesn't, to me, it doesn't look very synergized. But you guess you have Poppy for disengage with the ultimate, while Varus and Kale just
Right.
wreak havoc.
When I'm looking at these comps, I'm saying to myself, Demasia's got it if they're the first to pull the triggers. If they're moving around, getting vision, holding the zones, it'll be hard to push in against a Mouse, Poppy, Renata, Varus with the amount of CC and control that they have. At the same time, it's like, can they really hold their ground against like an Evelyn and a Scion? We'll have to see, but that just when I'm looking at this comp, that seems to be like the best use of this Poppy, like to hold ground, split the team, make their engage too difficult.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll see if they get it done here in this game one, because otherwise, if they don't play around the zones that they control, they're just gonna get run over by this Senna. Honestly, I see
And
the Senna just running them over because I don't see anyone else truly getting off the Senna.
Yeah, Senna's gonna have free reign.
and the thing is too, we're still trying to figure out who's gonna play the center, right?
Right, right. I assume this will go to Zach. I'm thinking.
I think it's going to Cameron.
You think it's going to Cameron?
Yes, sir. Me personally.
Hey man, all I gotta say is they better watch out for these AP Varus ults if he goes AP.
I'm starting
I
to think
think
he
he's
might be
definitely
right
on
for
AD
this.
this game, looking at his team.
He's missing out, man. He's missing out.
Well, he's got a Kale and a Malzahar on his team, right? So it's
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
There's plenty of magic damage on that team, but unfortunately,
Yeah.
we might not see the AP on this one, but perhaps
Tune
the
in next
game.
week, and you'll definitely see it in our game.
It's so good, bro.
Oh, it's incredible.
I like
What do
I'm
you-
gonna go. I think I like Demacia's draft more, just because it's an Evelyn on Targon, and I hope they burn and lose. And I'm being completely biased, but they locked in Evelyn, so Some
Hey,
things.
Hey,
they
not only do
just-
we hate bananas, we hate Evelyn.
we hit. Yes, we
You
do.
heard it here first.
Can I get an
And-
amen, boys?
Amen.
All right.
Amen.
Evelyn 0-1 in the tournament, by the way.
So you're right. This scion is indeed going to the hands of Zach, and Edgar will be piloting center.
That's right. That's
I
my
think that
that's
fits.
my boy Zach on the monkey scion. Let's go.
Yeah, I think that fits his personality and his playstyle. You know, int worthy makes himself still useful.
Mm-hmm.
That
Before we
Scion
get to this
passive.
game, I'll be right back. Give me like 10 minutes. 10 seconds. My bad.
10 minutes.
Seconds.
All right, Artie. Who you got this game?
Let's see. Now we got 3 minutes to decide. I'm
3
taking a look
minutos.
here. You know, I want to keep the commentary unbiased. I'm excited to see from anyone what we're gonna get. But now that I'm done with that, I have laned against Lawful Dogsheimer, and I know the true terror of that. I think it's gonna be kind of impossible to stop him, but only time will tell. And it's
He
a
is
Kale,
against
it's
the Kale.
against
Yeah.
Heimer. It's like
Kale's
What
okay
can
with
Kale
that,
do?
right? I mean,
Kale's gonna sit there, get
just
shoved
get
in,
an XP, right?
play to 6. Maybe at 6 you can strike down the turrets, possibly.
You don't think this is what Kale wants, though? Just to be shoved in endlessly under her tower?
True. You're not really. Yeah. I mean, you're not like fighting her off, denying her, freezing, pushing her, zoning her between waves. It might have been one of the best picks they could have picked when you think about it. You know, things like Kale, things like Masses, they do love to be shoved in and just.
They might
get
lose
all
that
their free
tower
XP.
quickly. I don't think he's gonna get dove, do you, by an Evelyn?
No.
As Kale? I
No,
don't.
no, especially not with Heimer. No, they're not gonna dive. Not that
They're
Heimer
just gonna-
can't do it, but I don't think they will.
So Kale should be getting to level 11 pretty free.
Yeah,
in my
Kale
opinion.
will prioritize just getting as much XP for as long as she can during the game. Poppy's going to be trying to make plays, I would imagine, more so mid than anything, especially when Malzahar gets 6. Prior to that, it's probably going to be if I had to guess, a Poppy top-down start moving towards Varus Renata, because you're not doing anything with Kale, right? You're not doing
I would
anything
have
with
to agree.
Malzahar.
Yeah.
And then we'll see if Targon's able to pick up on the potential, good play of starting topside pathing down on Demacia. But let's go ahead and talk about Targon. I think I want to see Tueri just focus on full clearing, honestly, because we're not really going to see anything happen in these lanes. Heimer's holding his own. Senna Scion is holding their own. Viger just trying to get through the lane. Like, this is a pretty decent game to just have a Evelyn try to just full clear, hit level 6 at like 7:30, and then maybe try to make some plays against bot lane, I would say, honestly.
Yeah,
It
there's
seems
not a lot
easy.
of pressure around the map.
No, there really isn't. This is going to be a game of, like, no one's got like the tools to truly force something until the mid game, and then we'll see what happens, because then no one wants to. Like, you don't want to force into Heimer Viger, but you also,
don't
want
want
to force into Malzahar.
Varus, Malzahar,
Varus,
Renata.
yeah, like,
Right?
yeah. It's gonna be an interesting game
And
to
if-
see like who gets it.
There might be an issue later on with Heimer just permanently split pushing, and nobody knows where Evelyn is, so you might think it's a 2v1 or a 3v1.
Right out of
But,
nowhere, and then it's just an Evelyn. So you always have to keep like
Yep.
that's the strength of Evelyn. You always have to keep her in mind. She could always be part of every fight. And listen, I do agree with you, Sammy. You got a point. I might also fall asleep watching this game because we don't have any tools to make crazy plays. Both teams are kind of saying, "Hey, come at me." Like, these are my tools. Run into these tools and then lose the game. But when both teams do that, like, the games
There's
are
no-
gonna come. Yeah, nothing's gonna happen. The games are gonna come down to like how the engages go around Dragon, around Baron, how the games and the engages go around Vision Control. Vision Control is gonna be the name of this one here. So
what I
here we
love
go, going into
about-
game 1 here, finally loading in. Let's take a
What I
look.
love about these teams, right, is that
I sleep.
the Evelyn pick is great here because Kale, without this Evelyn, Kale would have been able to just split, right? Repeatedly.
Right.
And this also allows Heimerdinger, who I'm assuming wants to also split and like draw pressure, to just be backed up by an Evelyn. Because you don't want to side lane into an Evelyn.
Exactly.
Right.
It's a really good point.
But I still
Got some
do
level
figure
ones,
you're
just,
confident.
5-man fan out.
Yeah, simple stuff coming out from each team. Fanning out, playing it simple.
We got a Glacial Augment on Scion.
Okay, we're getting funky and fresh in this one.
So that only works if he gets a knock up off his ultimate. or hit somebody with his ultimate, or knock up off his Q. I think Zach's living in the wrong season, but
Right.
but whatever, you know, if he lands a Q, it's a lot of CC.
Hey, lands a Q, a lot of CC, a lot of damage reduction. We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what else are you gonna take on Sion? Phase rush?
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes. Yeah, I'm with you, Sammy. We got both junglers starting top down as well, guys. So
Yep.
might be a
Okay.
party in the bot lane.
As we talked about it, yeah, they're recognizing their win conditions. They're recognizing that top is a lane that neither people can really influence in the early game, and they're starting top down. And I'm liking to see this too. I enjoy seeing more top down starts because I think too many people
gotta cheese bot lane.
autopilot just getting the bot lane leash like it's that important.
We got a cheese bot lane. Directed camera.
Oh yes, let's go.
Oh, glacial augment.
Oh, big heal coming out of
Stacks.
Zach. Glacial
God.
That's a heal and an
big
exhaust
damage.
out.
Oh, exhaust coming out from
2
Liquid
for
Thunder.
0 summoners. Ooh.
No exhaust, no heal over on the side of Demacia. Big play, all sums on the bot side here, Targon. This bot lane is going to be a lot of fun. I'm already seeing it now. Oh, and we're hard shoving.
Oh yeah, a lot of fun
Farming
bot
in
lane.
the mid lane. Yeah, mid lane's a little bit of a snooze fest. Top lane's going to be a little bit of a snooze fest. This bot lane's going to be most of our attention, to be honest.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Well, top lane's not going to be much of anything, you know. Just
No.
Kale sitting
no.
under tower, crying for her life.
Yep, it's going to be Kale under tower for about 10 to 15 minutes. Mid lane is just going to be a constant back and forth with farming. Viger will, in my opinion, get more from that because of his Q is passive.
I would
And
have
bot
to
lane's
agree.
just going to be having fun. Meanwhile, junglers will just scale up. I think this jungle matchup really favors two areas, just full clearing back to back and just scaling into 6. Poppy would like to get something done pre-6, but I don't think Poppy will find anything.
Just gotta look bottom. That's the only spot it's possible, in my opinion. Because you get
Right.
top, you're just dying. That's it.
And with the way Targon's playing their bot lane, Rin might find something in the bot lane. We'll see.
I think Tueri needs to start setting the timer, right? Like on these dragon spawns, I feel like Targon is gonna just have pressure to do it. Like they need to start taking these dragons early as well and start stacking them.
I agree. It's gonna come down to the dragons. This entire game is gonna be a game of objectives. It's gonna be the only times where we see interaction between both teams.
Bot lane's covered in a ward. Tueri's grabbing bottom scuttle. We got Poppy
Oh.
full clearing.
Poppy is going for the full clear. Tueri is going for the
Lose
skull.
the
This
skull
is
for
huge.
that.
This is good.
Oh my
Great
That
god,
should
tempo.
not be happening.
this is a great trade by Targon
Ooh,
bot lane.
good stun.
Ooh.
Wait, Rin?
Rin's coming in hot.
Good counter engage. Rin's
Adver
coming
might
in
have the
hot.
flash.
Might be a kill.
Oh,
that's
no!
a great
The
flash.
push. Oh, good flash by Cameron. Cameron is out. Good disengage.
Evelyn's here for the gank. Got a charm off.
Great. Oh,
Here he is, Tueri with a big charm. Oh,
It's
big
beautiful.
W flash
And
pop
another
by
kill.
Zach.
yep. Zach's gonna trade his life for this, and he's gonna get a return kill.
Is going down. Tueri with a second kill.
Oh,
Yeah, he's got
that's a 2 for 1.
Oh,
What's
we're
up,
behind
Tinker?
you. Let's see.
Yeah, you guys are behind time.
Okay, got it. I went ahead and sped it up now.
Yeah, same.
Smaller than the diagram.
No, mine's the same. I was caught up.
Yeah, I'm at 451 to.
Yeah, same
Mhm.
now. I wasn't before you said that, so thank you for that, Pingu.
Yeah, clutch Pingu.
Let's go. Shout out to Pingu.
Yeah, bro. Shout out to Pingu, bro. He'd make this all possible today.
Shout out
Oh,
to
Rin
Pingu.
with the big late top.
Rin.
Coming in, scooping
And
up the
a
lawful
ghost.
dog.
It goes to
And
quick.
quick
That's
loops.
huge.
That's major. That's big. Kale is going to be one of the biggest win cons over on the Demacia side. Very
Love me
big
some
trade there.
Predator boots, boys.
And I love this,
First
right?
buying that Zerker grease too.
Rin did full clear, but she's being proactive. Got a gank
Uh-huh.
off bot, got a gank off top. Like, this is beautiful.
It's great. It's good. Yeah, I do like this from Rin. You kind of can't be passive. If you're Poppy here, you need to be making plays pre-6 because you know those Evelyn post-6 plays are going to be insane.
The game gets a lot harder as soon as Evelyn hits 6.
Yep.
Zach's team they're looking to freeze bot lane here. Make a
Yeah, looking for the
make them
freeze.
overextend a little bit.
Tueri
You know we
seems to
love
be
our
cleaning
freezes
towards
here.
the bot side too, so if they keep the wave in this spot, that Evelyn is coming. You're a bit of a timer here if you are Demacia. Oh, but the Senna W
good.
combo with the Scion is gonna hit.
Ooh, but they're trading
Alright,
back beautifully.
Oh, they're fighting back though. Demacia
Just
is
misses
not
the
going out
two.
without a fight.
That was a cute little play they did.
Yeah, I like it. It was nice. It was cheesy. It used a
Right.
ton of resources for a small route. Oh, Demacia gets the wave in here, shutting down any attempt of a gank coming out of Tueri. Gonna go for a reset.
Kale
but it looks
getting
like
the
they're
shove
still sitting
top
far up. Oh, big trade top, Lawful Dog.
Lawful Dog whiffing the W.
OQ going wide. Tueri
Oh,
coming in
Evelyn
here.
out lane.
They didn't back up soon enough.
And
This will
might
spell
be a
doom
kill.
here.
That is a
Force
good
Lynch
Renata.
goes
Wait.
down, but Rin with the counter gank.
Oh, Rin
Goes in, but it's
did it.
not enough. Zach holds his ground. Targon walks away 1-0.
What I am liking though is Liquid Thunder is playing these fights really well. He's trading back damage. Like even though they lost out due to a gank, he was still autoing. He didn't run away completely. Like he basically was threatening them if they wanted to continue going for Poppy.
Right,
He-
right,
he-
right. He
he's
didn't just do
definitely-
anything, you know? He didn't just walk away and like let it like end. He stood his
he's
ground. That was good.
definitely- he's been
You're gonna
playing
kill my support. You're gonna take some damage. You know.
Right.
and quick right
Nice
now
little
with level
replay
eight
on
top.
stream right here. Brought to you by Pengu Replays.
Brought
Subscribe
to you
now.
by Pingu Replays. Pingu Beats.
Smaller than the diagram.
Oh my god, those beats though.
Shout out Pingu Beats.
The man himself.
All right, more a bit of a scrap in the top lane, but yeah, I mean,
Had a
I
bit
guess
more action
one-
this
one
game
skill
than I
hit
was
six. She holds her ground.
suspecting.
Yeah. No, these players want to scrap. These players are not going to sit back and just let themselves lose the game. This is good. This is what we
Yeah,
love
look
to
at
see.
these farm numbers. Malzahar up 13. Heimer up, you know. Was it
Hammer up
18?
about 20.
Yeah. About 50? Nah, about 20.
About 20.
Let's see. The CS lead is accumulating in the mid lane though, with Basmer almost at 13 with CS above.
Yeah, Basmer's got the good
Yeah,
tempo on
and-
the CSing, but that is Viger scooping up free AP as the lane goes by, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah, but Viger should also be ahead in CS because the Voidlings count CS, don't they? One.
That's also true.
So that's inflated CS as well.
You're right, you're right. They may not have the same amount of gold, even close to it. In fact, they're about 200 gold apart.
If I knew how to check. No, but
All right, we've got
The game
Colossal
has
going ahead and
slowed
clearing
down a
some
little
wards.
bit now. It seems like all lanes are just going back to playing a neutral game.
Targon
this
makes it to
game-
the dragon first. It's going to be theirs
Yep.
here.
I will
just
say
roll.
that Targon has 3 infinite scaling champions. So
That's true.
And this is what we wanted to see from Targon, right? Like they need to put this KO on a timer and start taking these dragons, start threatening soul points. But what I do like is that this game so far, in this 5 kill, like 9 minutes that's been gone by, has been revolving around these junglers. Like these 2 junglers are playing pretty fantastically, right? Like most of the kills are revolving around what they're deciding to do. And I'm
Right,
liking it.
agreed. Yeah, Rin has been proactive in this early game, and we're going to see a lot more proactivity from Tueri now that we're post 6. And honestly, yeah,
Parties.
they've been doing well. It's going to be the game of the junglers, game of the objectives.
yeah, the party's gonna get started now that Evelyn has that passive up and going.
Oh, yeah. Andrew's favorite, I'm sure.
Oh, love it.
Oh, a little bit of fighting here from Rin, pushing back Zach just a bit. Is it going to be enough? Oh,
got the root
and
up.
Liquid Thunder's ult hits onto Zach. But he gets
cancels
away,
the
he gets
ultimate.
away. Tueri's here, big charm on the Rin. Big ult, double root. Oh,
And the-
for O is
And top
Targon.
lane.
Let's go.
Oh my.
Wait, quick! Ah, he didn't commit the flash to
Oh.
it.
We got a banger, boys.
Yup, this is a great fight. Tueri's been playing this. Listen, if Targon wins this, it's definitely the
We've got a big replay up here in the top lane with Lawful. Oh, not able to get it over quick ulting and then fighting Lawful back. Big fight, yeah. I'm seeing the stream now, and there were 2 big fights happening pretty much at the same time.
Yeah, no, it was. Ooh, this game's a banger. Like we're in
Yeah,
for a good.
this game's a banger. Director camera cannot catch all of it at once.
I've been pretty impressed by Quick's Kale this tournament. He
Yeah,
did pretty
right?
well.
Like,
The one game we saw him in mid lane on it was like week 1, I think.
yeah. I think the
It's
problem
kinda-
though was during that game, bot lane kind of folded a little bit. Like it was just too big of a lead. So Quick
Yeah,
could
but I'm
not
just talking
scale.
about
Yeah,
Quick's
no.
Kale seems like a good win con for them to play around in the future.
Oh no, for sure. Like specifically this game, I feel like they should just be playing around it.
I think that's the only way they really win the game is Kale. Becoming
Agreed.
Kale at level 16, right? Because
Yeah, it's gonna be the Kale show here, pretty much. But if you're Rin, how do you play around Kale the best that you can? You know? Oh wait, big trade coming out of here from Targon. Liquid Thunder at half, having to retreat. Good trade backs.
Yep, it's a really good trade back. What is
Yeah,
Liquid
but-
Thunder opting for? He is opting for the Immortal Shield though this game.
Ooh, big Herald drop bottom, gonna collect some free plates.
I don't know how much it's gonna help you live against a Veigar and a Evelyn, but it's a little extra health, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
not bad.
He's definitely gonna go for like a Wit's End, like that type of build.
Which then I would love to see a Wits in second, to be honest.
Yeah, Shield Bow Wits End does sound very strong.
Against a
Ooh,
Veigar,
big trade
Heimerdinger,
from Lawful.
and
Let's
an
go.
Evelyn.
Another big Q coming out of Zag into the root. Oh, into the ult. It's gonna be death.
That was beautifully played by-
Renata ult, not enough, and they're continuing to push forward. Liquid Thunder Flash is gonna be 1 for 0 over on the side of Targon.
just explosive. Like, look at, and if we hold tab and look at the score right now, right? We have a 3-0 and 2 Senna. Like this lead is accumulating.
Yes, very much so.
Showing us why Senna gets banned against him all the time, huh? Same thing on Twitter's Evelyn. So,
Yep, really showing the need to respect these heroes. Also, I know Rin may have possibly wanted to go there, but the early predator will give her position away. I wonder if
that's something
Targon
we
is
don't really
focusing
talk
on
about too
where
often.
she's at
Early
now.
predators.
Another thing I'm like,
Ooh,
seeing
Tuwari
is,
seems to be making a play in the top lane here. Is this going to be a dive on the quick?
Direct camera.
Oh, okay.
I
They
don't-
choose
I
not to
don't-
pull the trigger on it. No problem.
They don't want to dive a kill. I don't know why.
Yes, why ever would you not want to dive a kill on the turret? The world may never know.
We got
And
the
Kale
mid
is,
CS's evened up.
Kale's about to hit one of her power spikes in level 11 with the E percentage. It's gonna be huge.
That's true. I mean, this game is still on a timer. Currently, Kale is not part of the game yet, but she will be soon.
Yep. And talking about not being part of the game, at the moment both of these mid laners, most of the action's coming from jungle bot.
Yeah, most of it. With a little bit of it top, I'll give it to them.
Yeah, they've been scrapping.
We haven't
But
seen
it-
a Malzahol ult yet. 14 minutes in, have we?
No,
No, we have
no.
not.
I would say once Malzahar did hit 6, we should have been making plays against there, but I think Rin
is
probably
caught
gonna
out.
Stop the bowling. Oh, caught out.
Good ultimate
Good
by
ult.
Rin. No.
It's gonna be Rin getting out. Oh, good dodge on center.
Rin
Oh,
lives.
and
Malzahar
Zobble coming
ult.
out onto
The big
Cameron,
shot.
taking him
That
out.
was so good.
Demacia fighting for their right to party in the dragon here. Oh, big flash coming out of Abel. Double stun. Double knockup coming from Zach. Flashes forward and after it with the ult whiffing. Oh no. Basmer getting the double
How
kill.
did they win that?
Oh
Absolutely
no. Okay, Zach picking
triple.
one up in the post-death. Not bad.
All right.
Okay.
Did I see that correct? We get a replay
Okay,
on that
we
Sion ult?
almost made the
Yeah.
craziest play, but I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Zach flashed past the 2 stun targets and then ulted the wall and missed.
Yeah.
Let's
can
go
we
ahead and
just
check it
repeat
out
that?
with a replay.
Rin here, making them think they caught her out. Little do they know.
Big ult
Call
coming
an
out of
ambulance,
Basmer,
baby.
taking Cameron out. And I would have liked if they all walked in. As soon as they start to retreat here, I get a little worried for them because, it's your money and you want it now, right?
Yeah.
Oh, and then big stun coming out of Abel. Look at Zach hit this double knockup. Ooh, juicy. And then watch him flash forward and then ult. You see? You see there? He flashes forward the ult. He misses. If he hits both of them, that might have been a double kill immediately before they could have
Somebody
healed.
clip that.
Back. Oh, that was
Back
hurt
alive,
a lot.
boys. That's a huge fight for
I
Demacia.
hate to see it.
And to be honest, this timer that we were talking about has just sped up. Quick is untouched top lane. They had just won a... I don't even know what to call that one, if it was a fight or like a clown show, bro. Like that. Oh, man.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
And Basmer suddenly is 3-0-1.
That's all it takes, you know. One fight goes your way and Malzahar picks up all the last hits with his dots, and suddenly you're facing down the barrel of a Malzahar that you don't ever want to be on the same screen with.
Yeah. And it was unfortunate, right? Because Senna died. Like, if Senna had lived there, maybe the outcome was different. But they took out their main damage dealer, and that was it for that fight.
Oh, fighting here.
Flash.
Zach running away with the Zalt. All right. Disengaged. Nothing to see here, folks. We're just going back to neutral.
Exactly.
Woo-wee!
I would
Well,
say,
we've
see, it's
also,
about this point that if I were on Targon, I'd be a little worried now.
No, for sure.
Our Dragon win con is slipping a little bit away from us, and even though we do have the gold lead now, Kayle is free farming. Kayle is on her way to 16.
And that is also a big Malzahar.
That, yeah, can't be ignored.
Space AIDS, baby.
Uh-oh, wait, we're going in.
Uh-oh.
We're going in.
Oh!
Big stopwatch. Rooted back. Big damage coming out of Varus. 1E. Oh, Liquid Thunder takes it.
Run,
Assist from
Rin.
Rin. And she gets out, no problem.
I
That
love
was well
that Vegas
executed.
top hit. That was really well executed.
Yeah,
By everybody.
great job on Liquid Thunder. Really getting the most out of the W stacks on Varus there. I saw that.
Not as much as AP, not as much damage
All right,
as AP.
looks like
Varus.
we're trying to make a play on the Malzahar mid to Wary in the backside. What's gonna come of this play here?
Oh!
We've got the Herald.
Quick deciding to run away from the fight.
Quick able to sniff out the Tueri there. Push him away. We back it up. We just take the turret. Will we get one more charge? Answer is no.
Evelyn also ulted Quick. So no Evelyn ult for the next couple of minutes.
That's true.
Which means
Big
probably no
pressure
fighting
down.
should be going on.
Now, if you're Demacia, you know that you've got the tempo now. You know that there's going to be no Evelyn ult for him. About another minute or so. So you can walk around, you can get your vision, you can play your game.
I think we should be taking bot lane vision for the next dragon in a minute and a half.
So interesting,
Agreed.
right? If you look at the itemizations at the moment, Quick opted out to build the Riftmaker first, as opposed to Nashor's too.
I like it. I like it.
I think
These
that was probably to
fights-
help the lane sustain against the Heimer, just endlessly chipping away.
Right,
at him.
right, yeah. The
That's
Omnivamp's going to help you a lot, the health, right? Versus just like raw damage and attack speed.
Yeah. And overall, like, Quick is basically just free farming. Like, Targon
Right.
needs to find a plan now, and they need to basically accelerate. They need to make sure that they're the ones leading this early mid game. But Demacia is doing a great job of just slowing down everything.
Yeah, Demacia is really holding their own. Really making this comp work for them. And as soon as Kayle hits 16, they're going to be turning the corner. I would say it may already have been turned now. Their team seems
Yeah.
really strong with Basmer having the 3 kills. Honestly. And Liquid Thunder picking up a couple there for himself. He's going Winsu
Slim's
second.
Renata has looked really good this game. A lot of good stuns, 2-man stuns. Good
Oh,
ultimates.
interaction here in the
Oh.
bot lane. Cameron getting ulted down. Voiling's going out, and Cameron goes down to Basmer. 4-0 is Basmer now in this game. Things are
That is a
looking dicey
gameplay
for
button, boys.
Targon.
We're gonna see a QSS
Oh,
come out of
big
anybody?
fighting coming out of Quick. Oh, the turn, but the miss on the ult. Quick flashes. Gets out of there, pops ult. Looks like we're out. Oh, Lawful Dog missiles do not land. It's going to be a return to neutral. Meanwhile, Dragon Fighting goes over to Rin. Big play here to where he gets out with his ult.
Man,
Alright, at this point, if I'm Targon, I'm a little worried.
man, yeah, I'm sweating right now if I'm Targon.
Demacia looking good here.
Demacia
like,
looking very, very clean. I really like pulling the trigger on that Dragon.
Quick making great plays. Top lane, you know, 2 people, 2 ults.
Yeah, Quick holding it down. This is going to be the game of Quick, this one, too. I mean,
Almost
it's
got a
interesting
double
because
kill.
it wasn't for about 10-15 minutes, but we knew that the ball would soon be in Quick's court.
And to be honest, right now I'm surprised. Like Basmer is playing extremely well too. Like the pick on Cameron down in bot lane, he played Vision beautifully. We have Rin literally being all over the map. Quick, like, look at that. Now the CS lead is in Quick's favor. On top of having 1 kill, like this kill is, we're at level 13, man. Only takes 3 more levels.
True. Oh my goodness, and it's gonna be the immediate drop.
Baron
I'm
start,
sorry,
and they
Baron
know.
on spawn, but they scouted it out, dropping the ulted turret onto it.
Good old Heimer cheese right here.
They were
Yeah, no
able to sniff
Varus
it
ult
out.
for this fight. No Varus, no Kayle ult, no Poppy ult.
They're playing for it. Abel down with the, oh, Abel gets ulted by Basmer, holding him
Great
down.
Renata
Cage is not
ult.
enough to stop him from getting in. Baron
And
goes over to the side of Targon.
Run for your
Demacia on the
lives.
chase. Tueri going down. Zach
that was
going
unfair.
down.
Wait,
Will Cameron follow? Yes, he will. There will be no return kills on the side of Targon.
4-0.
4 for 0, but you do get the Baron.
you do get the Baron.
Can I get a replay on the Renata ult? Holy shit.
Yeah, that was massive.
And here with the replay. Interesting idea. Interesting play to continue to stick the Baron after it got scouted out. We had the cage come down, but it wasn't enough to stop them. They eventually walk it back in. Big Renata ult hits many people. Abel gets ulted by Basmer. The rest of the team locked up by Renata ult. Zach, enough with the auto attack to clear
Baron
the
at
Baron.
31 HP. Wow. I respect it.
I like it.
Call.
I like it. We played for it.
It was a little risky, you know? Game's
A
not
little
going the way they
risque,
wanted
but
to, so
we
they're...
appreciate that. Big
Back
ult
to
coming
live,
from
we have
Zach
a
right now in
Sion
the
ult
mid lane
coming.
against Quick. Quick gets out. Tueri on the back end. Picking him up. Big charm on the Quick. Quick soul goes out.
Wait, beautiful stun. They cannot follow up on it though. Look at
Oh, Liquid Thunder's
playing
ult
with
just barely misses. Gets caught into the Viker cage. No Everfrost. No
Rin
big
with
Rin
the
on the
back.
backside. Going in onto Zach. Not finding anything. Ult knocks them up. Goes down. 1 for 0. Side of Targon.
Just look like Rin wasn't on the same... Her team wasn't on the same page with her, that player
No,
right there.
not at all. Rin saw a play, but Rin's team saw a different play.
And that's unfortunate, right? Because I feel like the play was to fight there. Like
The
Rin-
play,
sure.
yeah, the play could have been a fight there, and if they all pulled the trigger at the same time, it could have been great for them.
and we had Renata ult there, just still on. It's off CD. Like the play was to ult immediately when we see Poppy flanking.
A little bit of miscommunication and lack of cohesion there on the side of Demacia, but they still do have the major leads. We've still got the bounties onto Varus, onto Basmer, onto Quick.
I will say that I am
Liquid
happy
Thunder looking
that
strong.
Targon alt focused Rin and did not let her live. With that.
Yeah.
Agree with that one, Fish. Once the Varus ult went wide, there was no more play to be had.
How do you guys feel about the Divine Thunder on the Poppy this game? I didn't think about it earlier, but Sammy brought it up in chat.
I mean, what are we really knocking down? Sion in these fights with the Divine Thunderer? It's we're not getting as much value from this as we would from something else, I'll be honest. Oh,
Great
speaking
pick
of
by
which,
Targon.
Rin getting caught here. Is it going to be enough? Renata ult goes out for the peel.
Huh.
Counterintuitive ult right there. Kind of made him
You
run
know,
away.
I think the shield may have been enough.
Yeah.
But it's okay. It's okay. That ult will come up.
We got no
in about a
Renata ult
minute.
for the drag.
Not a big deal.
It's coming up in 20.
Oh, could be a huge deal, actually. If they do force a drag right away, there will be no Renata ult. Renata getting hit by Senna
Red
W.
team's turret has been destroyed.
So if I'm too airy right now with this Evelyn,
Oh, Cameron eating a Basmer ult once more. Does not go down. Has to flash out. Tueri getting knocked into next country.
Go back to Europe, buddy. Alright? That's what Rin just said.
No flash, no ult onto Basmer. Malzahar tools are down. No Renata tools are up. All right, a lot of the big fights have gone down.
Got a TP
Zach
from
with the
Zach to the
teleport
bot lane.
onto the backside there. Quick, not fast to follow. Will Zach make something happen? Quick
They
sees
just wanna
this.
scare this dragon.
Does
Demacia
quick
should
flash.
just be
Do they
giving
give
it up at this
It looks
point,
like
in
they're
my
going to give it
opinion.
up and have TP pressure for a potential next Baron play, I would say, coming up in 2 minutes. They do give it up. 2 dragons apiece.
what do you guys think though? Because if I'm Demacia, I really would not want to have given this up. I think they used all their tools. We have Quick with TP. I think we would have taken this 5v5.
I don't think
Oh,
they have
yeah.
a choice once Zach CP comes through.
After Basmer's tools went down and they lost a bit of their control while also not having the Renata ult prior to that play, it was a little dicey, and I do agree with just backing up, giving the dragon. It's not worth to throw this lead. We got, you know, if I hit tab, we look at the scoreboard, we've got bounties on 3 targets. Give him 1 dragon, don't give up the bounties, let Zach use his TP, and now we can make a TP play. I would like to see Quick go bottom and then push here. Not Basmer because he has no TP. Make the play for the Baron, and then TP over, get the outman play for the fight, play for the Baron, make the good macro play here. Rin catching out Cameron, trying to get vision down for his team. This is going to be the Baron play right here.
That's why we build Divine Thunder, boys.
Hey, we're seeing it here first.
She heard the cat. We got a Predator coming out of Rin in mid again.
Honestly,
Alright.
shout outs to Rin. She's playing this Poppy beautifully.
All over the map.
Yeah,
All over
Rin
the
was
map.
right in the right space at the right time.
Shit, I'm gonna blame her for all the chaos in this game.
Yeah, and that's about to say. That's exactly what you want, right? Like you don't want.
Yeah, you
fire.
want this chaos. Big pin onto Zach here too. You want to force this, right? Because your team has like all the leads. Get in front of Zach there. Don't let him ult away. Yes.
Nice.
Big play. Oh, good play, good play, good play. Basmer ulting down Zach.
Love everything.
We are
going
gonna
to
pick him here, and we are gonna play for this Baron coming up in 20 seconds.
Wait.
Poppy is so fast.
Try as he might, but from the grave, Zach will find nothing.
Quick find.
Big catch onto Tueri possibly, having the rocket belt out, getting hit by Senna W.
This should just be a Baron on
Disengage.
spawn, in my opinion. But
Yeah, do the Baron on spawn.
Abel just
Zach
pushing
is down
mid.
for 20
Looks
seconds,
like really
no
good
TP.
play by Abel.
Yeah, Abel recognizing that
Just
they're not
take-
even going to play for the contest and going to play for the push. This is good, this is good, this is great.
I mean, you think Zach's gonna
Targon
try?
having to crawl their way back into the Baron pit. Not going to be
Hear
able to
me
find
out.
anything against
Baron's
Renata,
gone.
against Basmer.
Hear me out. With Heimerdinger, Veigar, I feel like they could have somewhat stopped this.
Oh, everyone put into the playpen by Abel. Tueri going berserk.
We got Kale 16, guys. It's here.
Yeah.
Hey, Kale is hitting the 16, and this is now a new game. Quick is online.
Watch
Big
from
flash
Rin.
coming out of
Get
Rin.
over here.
Oh, flash coming out of Tueri. Okay, Rin, I like it.
Rin wants all the smoke
You
this
know,
game.
show some dominance.
Oh,
Stand up a little bit, you
Got out.
know?
Oh,
Oh, having the
I'm
cancel
loving this
back
game.
there.
This is a good game.
This is a
Alright,
great
so-
game 1.
Not
This is
even
a
a
great
2
game
tick goal
one.
difference at 30 minutes. Crazy.
Back to the Baron play. I do feel with Heimer, Veigar, they could have stopped it.
It's possible.
it's a little
The
risky,
hard part
Kit.
was crawling your way into it with no vision.
Without
I feel like they
Heimer
could've
ult
en-
as well.
They could have entered to mid though.
Well, we see that because we see everything warded, but you know we have no idea what the players are thinking in the moment. Well, they've got no vision, they're panicked, they're scared. You know, they're trying.
And you don't want to
get
be
in.
going into people with Heimerdinger, right?
Right.
You
Heimerdinger loves when
like-
people go into him.
Like for example, like they could just walk into River, show presence. You have Veigar cage, and that seals off most of the entrance because they were all piled on top of the pit, and they had vision there. Like we see the ward there.
Right. It could have happened.
They also
but
don't have any front line without the Scion, so it's...
Yeah, you've got no front line. You don't know where
Varus
anyone's located. You're
They-
scared of
Renata
walking
ult.
into
They've
mouths.
already. The thing is, they've already used all their resources on that pick top. Like they could.
No, they had Renata ult. They might have
I'm
had
pretty sure they
Varus ult,
may
I'm
have.
not sure.
No, that's right. They could have
They
also.
also had
Varus
Kale
ult.
ult, so...
I mean, I still feel like they could have stopped it though. They had enough tools to.
Possibly, they could have.
Back to life here. We got the Baron. They're trying to get a mid tower.
Back to live. We just got a little siege here going on.
And Rin
Try
is
as they
just-
might, they
that's
cannot
one
stop
foot.
this Demacia push. They are knocking down the doors here
And
in the
it's
mid
like-
lane.
Like we were talking about the timer. I think it just went through.
Ooh.
We have Kale at 16. We have Basmer at 16. It's just
What just
there's
happened?
nothing to be done.
What just happened?
What?
So just Malzahari chunking out Tueri?
Hello? Yeah, we need to see what's going on here.
Alright, once the play dies down, we can get a replay a little bit later.
Yeah, because
we got a 5v4 going on right now, so they're trying to get
I
a
can't
mid
lie,
tower.
that broke my ankles, and I'm just watching the game.
Do you think they get
Oh.
anything off this Baron in mid lane?
Man,
Two
when
cannon
everyone
minutes?
is dead, it's a completely different game because you have no more fear at all, you know.
Yeah.
And we're playing for the
actually-
sole point.
I feel like they don't even have a fear of her anymore at this point. Like, I think Evelyn is just like with Kale around, it's just I don't think
Yeah.
Evelyn does anything anymore.
At this stage in the game, we're not too scared of Evelyn when we've got Mao's ult and Kale ult. Like no one's
Yeah.
getting picked as long as we're together.
Evelyn started off hot, 1-0-2, and it's kind of cooled down after she got 6. Just not normally what you see from Evelyn's, right?
Yeah, it's kind of the reverse, right?
It's just hard for her to play this game against all these press R, you can't do anything champions, and Renata, Varus, Malzahar.
Yeah, but to Tueri's credit, it was probably a little bit difficult to find ganks onto the Kale. We didn't want to dive Kale. It's hard to find ganks onto the Malzahar with Spell Shield. And bot lane was pushed up for most of the game, so Tueri couldn't really do much else except counter gank perhaps, and just keep his tempo up. Oh! We're getting a big play here from Targon in the mid lane.
Ooh,
Ooh, big Renata ult to stuff it down. Zac finds his mark.
E.
Rin with the peel. Knockup coming from Rin. Frontlining. Rin may go down.
Kale's here.
Rin goes down. On the needle's edge. Will she live? No! Oh, and it's a slobber knocker here in the mid lane. Lawful Dog goes down. Liquid Thunder with the good kiting. Getting knocked up by Zac. Zac having to run away and walk away from this one.
What a great turn.
That was beautiful.
Incredible turn. Demacia is really showing that they're not going to just bowl over and allow these big plays to knock them over. They're not scared. Big T
Demacia
coming out of
they
here. This is
won't
going to be a big push onto the bot lane.
I'm
Will
pretty scared
we
watching
get
this game.
Zac?
Tell you that right now.
Having to walk through the piss puddle out of here with Varus. Zac having to flash out, and we're going to get the mid turret.
I mean, at this point, if I'm Targon, what do you say, Artie? I'm thinking about next game.
Yeah, at this point, I'm thinking about the next game. Kale has long since turned the corner, and this is her domain. We're thinking about game 2, and we're thinking about what we can do to maintain our early pressure and kind of move that early pressure into a bit of momentum moving into the mid game. Because if we do another game like this, where we both pick like control zone teams, and Basmer finds another triple kill, it's going to spell doom for us in the series if you're Targon.
I feel like Targon decided to try something new, and I respect it. It was going well in the early game, but I feel having Zac on something that's not doing damage consistently is not the move for Targon. Zac has been the backbone of most of their games. Like, he's been the one that's, you know, playing AD carry, doing the damage, taking fights. And on Sion, like, I don't think he could do much. Like, aside from engaging, he's depending on his team, and half the time they're not there.
Right, that's true. That's true. You know, Zac playing more of a play-making role here than a damage-dealing role here, and is that the whole reason why we're seeing this game go for Targon the way it is?
No, I
Not
feel
too
like
sure.
Rin, exactly. I think Rin played this part.
Rin's just a monster.
Rin
this
is
game.
going immediately in, knocking back Zac, and then an ult comes out of him.
Good
Oh, we
play by
really wanted to
Tueri,
kill Zac.
massive.
We do get him down, but at what cost?
No, send us on
Slim's going down.
Oh,
Big ult coming from Lawful. Oh, Abel with the big double stun. Nade goes wide. Double Zonias, dropping turrets.
What?
Can we find anything else? No, we won't.
What the?
What just... Okay, I'm sorry. Let's get that replay.
Wait, Tueri is still sniffing it out. Tueri is sniffing it out. Basmer sees him. We're playing a dangerous game right now. This is Metal Gear Solid Tueri. It's in your court right now, Tueri. Can you find a pick? No, we're going to go straight for the Baron, straight away. Demacia is sniffing this out. We'll go for the push.
Yeah, my mental is just overloaded from what just happened in that fight.
My mental is right where it needs to be. I feel like I am tuned in. I see the stars. I see the frames. And I'm going to see this Baron going over to Targon.
Yeah, no, I'm with Forrest here.
I know what you're trying to say, though. I hear you. I don't know what, why, when, or how. It's
Okay,
insane
so-
that we did not find picks after this play.
Let's look at the overall game right now, right? It's 10-19. Wow, the
Good idea.
is on Soul Point. It is only a 4K gold deficit, right? We have a level 17 Veigar, and Senna still scaling. Like, this game is hard for Targon, but it's not completely out of their hands at the moment.
No, not at all. They've got Baron in their hands. They're only a few K down in gold. They could make some big plays here. If I'm Targon, I want to split this map up. I don't want to 5v5, and I want to move fights around in a way that we can find outmanned fights. And I will agree with you, Sammy, as well. All-inning onto the Scion there might have just been more of a flex play than anything else, because it made them fight way too long. and almost costing them the game.
Yeah, hopefully they realize they don't have the damage to burst the Scion out before his team
No.
gets in.
Yeah, we're not making the flash insect push back play onto the Scion, ideally.
Like Demacia or Targon is giving up soul and pushing top lane.
That's
It
it.
is
Yeah,
one
it's
soul.
going to be the air soul going over the way of Demacia. Targon with the big push though. Tueri stepping the backs. Okay, wait, no. Tueri into the south of the backs. We have a big momentum push on our side here, and they have the back without Baron. This is going to be a huge push with Baron.
Should be 2
We're going to take
inhibitors,
at
no?
least 2 inhibitors here with this one.
They need to
Maybe
go
just a
immediately
tower.
off the Heimerdinger. They need to go.
Okay, we take the 1 and we leave. Lawful Dog leaves. We don't even get the top inhibitor turret, but that's a big momentum change here from Targon.
Now,
Tueri said my life for the queen. Is that accurate, guys?
It's pretty accurate. I'd have to agree with that one.
Just stop 5 backs. That's a good play.
I feel
I
like
think it's a great play. Great play by Tueri there.
I feel like Cloud Soul though is huge for Red Team. Like look at the ults they're reducing. Like they have now lower cooldown on Malzahar, lower cooldown on Verisol, and lower cooldown on Kayle. On top of having the movement speed, like I think Cloud
Right.
Soul is a meme. Or a lot of people say it's a meme of like a dragon, but in this case it's not. Like for them.
I just think Cloud Soul is a little harder to
I
get
can't
use
lie.
out of the
Unpopular opinion here. I'm a Cloud Soul enjoyer. I love movement speed. Okay.
The
You know
cooldown
what?
on ulti is insane, right? I could just still do that, or like you can.
Cloud Soul
It's-
doesn't
that's-
give you CD
I'm
on your
peeking.
ulti.
But the regular Cloud does is all it is, right? Or no?
No, it just gives you movement speed and slow resistance.
Wait, what does Soul do then? Does it not give a CD?
It's movement speed.
The
Extra
soul
movement
is just
speed.
going to be the movement speed after
It's
ulting,
like a
the
Shirley
movement
is
speed
every time you
normally.
ult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I believe it's also passive movement speed.
Yeah.
Or no. Yeah, passive. Passive 10%.
Sammy did correct me. So it was. They don't do that anymore. All right. Yeah. Okay.
Go,
never mind.
Sammy.
So yeah, it's just harder to get a value out of the soul opposed to like the brain dead.
But I mean, when we look at it here,
Other souls.
Kale having more movement speed, more kiting,
this
more
top
pushing
kill.
forward, more
Ah.
pushing back.
That's a fast little yordle. Oh,
Oh, Shirelia's onto Lawful.
Yeah,
They will be knocking him down.
getting instant value out of that Cloud Soul.
No.
Alright.
Look what's going on bot lane. Look what's going on bot lane. They're trading for an inner turret. Like, Targon is crawling back into the game.
See, Targon's making good momentum plays here, but once we stall out this inhibitor and we start to move back onto the map, it's gonna be the story that we've been seeing for the last 10 to 15 minutes. Back in the hands of Demacia. But Targon knows this. Targon has pivoted to splitting the map up, which is good. This is what they want to do. We've got Scion.
Good.
His ult getting stuff. We've got Rin. Onto the Zac. Deadman's getting past him. Slowing.
Bro.
Oh, Zac is going down here. You're hurting if you're Zac. You're not feeling good. You're getting pushed back. If I'm Targon, if I'm
This
Zac,
does not
I'm
work.
screaming. I'm telling my team to get something done while I die. Flash out of Zac though. Does he get out? Rin following with the flash. Push back.
Like, does not get out of
Zac
this.
goes down.
But their team can't do much. Look, we still have Basmer clearing waves.
Yes, but we've got Cameron in the bot lane. Pushing. Will he make it to the turret?
Wait, hold up.
Basmer will
Tueri?
be there to
She gonna
hold it
pick-
down. Tueri
pick back?
is sitting, waiting for the backs.
Wait,
Tueri making a
wait.
good play though. Tueri might be able to catch out Liquid Thunder. This will be huge. This will be huge. Tueri, pull the trigger, please, please, please. No.
Oh,
It
It
gets
turns out
away.
they don't have guns in Europe.
They don't.
He did
Tueri's
not
trying
want
to
to pull
play
that
this one on
trigger.
pacifist mode. I understand. I get it. I too don't enjoy confrontation.
let's look again. This Veigar is at 4 items. Like, he is no joke at the moment. He lands
It's
a
also very hard to kill.
Yeah. Tueri
Gotta-
going to pick on.
Tueri opening onto
What?
Rin. Rin sending Tueri back to sender.
I feel like we
And I
could've
do
just
agree
killed
with
it
you,
right
Sammy,
there.
as well. The Cloud Soul is getting massive value for a hero like Kayle, even without the MS from ulting. It's just good kiting. Kayle is essentially a mega AP 80 carry here, as we all know. It's gonna be insane.
I'm not even in the game, and I'm scared of Kayle. Gonna be honest.
I'm terrified of Kayle. That's an 18 Kayle.
Full build Malzahar as well.
Full build
Nearly
Mouse,
full build
late game Kayle.
Varus.
Varus with with these items on Varus as well too. It's gonna be scary.
I feel like right now though, Demacia's looking like they're scared as well to just pull a trigger, right? Because
I
look
would have
at
to
this.
agree.
Oh yes, they're definitely
They
playing a
should
little bit
be
too
in
scary.
complete control, and yet, why is Targon taking map control?
I'm gonna be honest.
Back to the pit, do not pass go.
I don't think Rin's scared of fighting at the moment, but I don't think the
No,
rest of
Rin-
the team's on the
Rin-
same page.
Yeah, Rin's been playing this like we said. beautifully.
Yeah,
I-
Rin is gonna
Basmer?
find the fights here. Oh,
Like, look at Rin.
Rin finds it.
Rin.
On to Tueri. Tueri having the ult out.
We're not
Big
all
ult cash onto
There's
Cameron there by Liquid Thunder. But
Abel.
Abel with the big cage. Incredible. Good counter engage there.
And
Abel going down, but a great play by him. Tueri with the pick. Oh, is it gonna be the pick against Rin? It's not. And we're giving chase.
Okay.
Ult gets flashed.
look at bot. Look at bot.
Q
Zach,
goes wide.
whole time he's pushing.
Bottom. Zachary is pushing. The big play. Lawful will go down to Quick.
Wait,
Zach
wait, no. understanding
the assignment is just split pushing.
Tueri?
Tueri trying to hold the people back. Basma answering Zach. Oh, and they're gonna push forward. Push in. Oh, auto attack move is all you gotta do there, guys. Basma with the chase onto Zach. Will he find him? No, ulting him out of his queue. This is gonna be it for Zach.
Oh my god, what a
Hit with
banger.
the dot,
of a game.
walk away, throw up the taunt, throw up the
We got
thumbs
Elder
up.
in 20. They're taking Baron as well.
And we are taking Baron on the top side. What a game one this is, guys.
This should be Elder as well if they go straight to Elder after Baron.
Shout out to the hardest working man in BoozeBash, being Pingu, having to keep track of all of this.
Like,
What a game, bro.
if they get Elder,
Alright.
I think that should just be game. And if they can't close off that, well,
Well, yeah, you've got Baron, you've got
I don't know what else
Soul,
you want.
You've got the manpower. You're about to get the scuttle, and we're about to get the first peek over onto the zone here at the Dragon.
that is a dead
my
Senna.
goodness. Liquid Thunder cleaning up Cameron right
Let's
away.
be real, guys. Can AP Varus do that?
No,
Yes. He could even do more.
Elder gonna go over to the side of Demacia, and I mean, I don't like to count our chickens before they hatch, but I'm pretty safe to call this one, guys. 5:02 p.m. I'm calling it. Okay.
Is anybody else scared of an enlightened Poppy? Look at this.
Zach with a TP top. We are not giving up without a fight. Zach says I am hunting alone.
Zach sold his Tiamat and bought a Hellbreaker.
He got the hole breaker. He said, "Good luck, guys. Hold down the fort. I'll be back with the W." Basma with the big ult onto Tueri, knocking him out of this one.
Zach's now backing, realizing that wait, he canceled
Are you
it.
backing?
He
Do you wanna
canceled
back?
it.
Oh my goodness.
Let's go base race it, Zach. You got it. I promise.
Great ult out of Kale. Alright,
Oh,
close fight.
Targon
close fight,
gets
guys.
wiped up. And it is going to be 1-4-0 over on the
Zach
side
might have
of
slash muted his
Demacia
whole
in
team
this
just
game
like a
one.
solo
Let's
queue?
see what adjustments we make in
No.
game two.
Alright, guys. We have a lot to cover for this game.
Holy fuck.
What a game.
What a game. I'm excited. I'm happy to be here.
Alright.
Agree.
Oh
Only
my
one
God.
between of them. Agree with you, Grant. You are definitely correct.
Listen, bro. Just give MVP to Ren. She played out of her goddamn mind this game.
Let's go, Rin. I agree. MVP has got to Rin with the proactivity this game is something I love to see, especially with the comp that she was given.
In a world of
Absolutely.
pacifists, we got Rin.
We got Rin. We have a Rin.
Okay, we also have to give credit where credit's due. Liquid Thunder played out of his mind as well on this AD carry.
Oh, of course.
Completely,
Ooh.
completely
His
different.
cannot be
from his-
understated here.
Completely different from his last week's performance. Although I mean, they were playing the best bot lane in the league, but he played, like, all memes aside, phenomenally. Like him and Rin. I think him and Rin were the stars of this show.
I just think all around Demacia played a really good game.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
they did. They did all
Targon.
around. Their main goal was to get Rin, or I'm sorry, Quick over to 16. They played for it. Basma picking up the early triple really led the momentum in their side earlier than they expected.
But
There was
I have
Basma
to
didn't
say-
die. Neither did Quick.
No,
But we have to say that, like,
solid gameplay.
even though Targon lost, their map play and map decisions towards the end of the game were incredible. Like, they were still
Yes.
fighting back. They were finding opportunities. Abel surprised me with all this. Like, he was finding these cages to, like,
Yes.
equalize these games, these fights, to allow Zach to keep pushing. It was, I think Targon also played beautifully. Like, unfortunately, you know, no Johns. I think it was a comp diff. Like, they couldn't have done anything past like 40 minutes in a straight 5v5. But I think both teams gave us a hell of a game.
Yeah, they gave us a great show. We love to see it. And yeah, you know, it's exactly like you said. It was going to be a comp diff later. But even though it was, Targon did pivot over to their split the map strategy. They stopped trying to look for the 5v5 fights. They stopped trying to look for the zone control.
Which I
They
think they
started
should have been
finding
doing the whole
splits.
time.
Agreed too,
Exactly.
especially when you have Sion and Heimer.
Evelyn.
You should be doing that always, and Evelyn.
Evelyn
You
as
want to
well.
split the map up. You
Yeah.
want Evelyn to be able to find her isolated 1v1s and assassinations.
And then Veigar finds picks outside of when Kale's answering her side lane. She's not
Right,
there to
right.
ult whoever gets Veigar caught, right? So
Absolutely correct. Can't wait
But
to see what we see in this game too now.
bro, I'm still like, Rin played so well. Like,
Oh yeah, yo, give it up to Rin.
yeah, no,
Give it up for Rin. In fact, let's go ahead and get a.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, you got a
Let's go and
clap
get a. Let's
thingy
go
in,
Rin in chat one time. Let's go Rin.
Yeah, you know what?
Hey, there we go. There we go. Let's go Rin.
Now,
Rin,
before we
Rin,
get,
Rin,
before we
Rin.
get into this draft, right? Let's talk. What do you guys think Targon needs to fix coming into this game?
I think they're just gonna bring out a more standard comp. Put Zach
Yeah,
on
yeah. I
AD
think they're gonna
carry.
drop the Scion Center. They're gonna bring their A game here. They're gonna bring their what we're used to seeing. We're gonna be seeing like the Targon 80 carry shell, more typical style. I'd imagine. You know, Zach had his fun with Scion. Now we're gonna get an 80 carry. Now we're gonna play around him.
Zach sold
the
the
bot
soul at the
lane.
end of the game. He bought Hullbreaker.
He did buy the Hullbreaker. He said I'm hunting alone. He wanted
Let's
his
talk
entire
about-
team to know that.
Let's talk about bans too, right? Do you think that Malzahar or this Poppy or this Kale are gonna draw any bans coming into game 2?
It's hard to say. It's hard to say because I'm not sure if those picks would hold water to the typical 80 carry shell style that we've come to understand from Targon. But we'll see. We'll see because maybe with a normal team, we can make plays around the top lane without the Heimer and then actually punish the KO with proper wave management, crashes, dives, freezes, zones and things like that. So if we start to see things like that, maybe we don't need to ban these things away. Maybe we would just play around the weaker early game heroes on the side of Demacia properly, because we kind of played a game where we were just stalling out, and then we stall out against Malzahar, Kale, and we obviously see what happens, right?
Stalling out. You said the word stall out. Rin said no.
Yeah, Ren said,
So
yeah,
we're fighting.
good luck stalling on this one.
Ooh, fucking Poppy's a fast
but
champion.
I'm gonna
I
go
might
ahead and
look into that.
request an invite to this game, please, from one of my boys.
Are you not in?
No. I don't know why you can't just play again and get back into the lobby of like a custom. I wish you could.
Can you get in?
It says lobby is full.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Oh wait. So I can't join into spectator if like. Oh, okay.
The game's for the lobby's full. So
Yeah, because I see it on the stream, it's full, but like I see a spectator spot open, but it won't let me join into the spectator spot.
All right. Here.
All right.
Oh, you're already
I'm
in.
in.
Chad.
Boom. Thank you guys.
What a game.
What what a fun game one to watch, honestly.
Targon almost had the comeback too. It's looking like they had map control for a long time.
Hey, they had some momentum swing plays towards the end there. I enjoyed seeing that.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Yo,
I need to go for a walk or something. Oh jeez.
new Kung Fu Kenny. Okay, we are.
Okay. Looks like we're getting into draft.
All right. Is there a link for the new draft? It was probably put in.
It was posted in chat, but you weren't in the game, so.
Right? Oh, thank you so much for that, Pingu. Yes.
No.
Ah,
Use
thank
mine.
you.
Use mine.
You know, I'll use yours instead. Thank
I
you so
DM'd
much
you.
for that, Forrest. Thank you.
I'll
I pulled
DM'd
up
you.
yours.
All right. You guys can find a new OP.
Hey, wait. I've got two draft links up, Pingu. One for each monitor. That way you and Forrest both help me.
All right.
How about that? All right, let's see here. Who scales more than Vegas? All right, we do a little bit of tomfoolery here in the chat.
What a game, though, guys. What a game.
And here we go with the bans. Oh.
All right, first ban coming out of Demacia is going to be Nocturne again, showing.
We have switched up the sides.
Yeah, we changed sides and we're showing support over to Tueri's Nocturne. Let's see what it's going to be here for Targon.
I expect a much more standard draft out of them, throwing Lawful on a hyper tank, you know, put Zach on a hyper carry. Abel's probably going to play the same scaling champs, scaling, you know, control mages.
Yep, it's going to be the typical style from them. Abel's Anivia getting banned away. Quick's Gwen getting banned away. I like that as a ban too, because if you're planning to play any tank top right, Gwen just mauls you. Cuts right through you.
Gwen as a champion, just she goes immune and Zach's like, guys.
Gwen is immune.
She's doing things. So when your main damage player can't do damage, it's kind of
that makes sense.
Kinda scares you.
Also getting banned out here, or again it could be Quicks, but I've seen Rin on a few Mord games, and I think she's quite a force to be reckoned with on the Mordekaiser. Okay,
Banned again.
Targon again.
I want to see me
Same
some
man's coming out
Ramus.
here.
It plugged us. It's pretty good against a team that focuses on their 80 carrying them in the later stages of the game, right? So
Right.
I think you're just a Ramus enjoyer.
I
I'm
love
about
that
to say,
champion.
These people don't want to see your Ramus. They do not want to see your Ramus Force.
Talking about Ramus, yo, Forrest, Ramus support?
It's not that great. Cooldowns are
done
too
it.
long.
Believe me.
The cooldowns are way too long.
We'll make it great, bro. Don't worry.
Okay,
And the
Demacia
instant
taking
Senna
Senna on their side now. Okay. Now I wonder if they were thinking that they're just taking it away from Targon, because I doubt that Targon was
That is
gonna
a
play
Lulu?
this time anyway.
And we're going Lulu Cog for sure.
Lulu
Yep.
Cog,
Yep.
we have
As soon as I saw the
immediately
Lulu.
shown our identity.
So if I'm Targon, would you guys like be opposed to a Shen pick here?
A Shen
He-
pick. Talk to me
Now
about
that he
what
does
Shen
know
does.
that passing the sword through people gives him a giant buff, I would say that's in all likelihood, yes.
True.
I think if we have Lulu Cog, a Shen here would just make it hell for Demacia to even kill this Kog'Maw. On top of that, he's going, ooh, a Maokai.
Slims Maokai, yes sir.
Uh-oh, wait, I like it. But I do agree with what you're saying. To take the Shen away from them, right? Because if they have Shen onto the Lulu, onto the Peel, onto everything else, his Kog'Maw will never die.
That is the Malzahar lock, which is also a great pick.
Okay, I'm liking the team so far because, you know, one response to this could be, okay, let's draft to kill the Kog'Maw, but like they're clearly gonna draft to protect the Kog'Maw. I think we just try to play them at their scaling game. If I'm Demacia, you know, get your Mals going, get your late game scaling going, and hell, perhaps get your Kale back online. Now that they've got Kog'Maw, they're gonna protect Kog'Maw. What if we have multiple damage sources, right? What are we gonna do?
Interesting Skarner pick.
Skarner Pig coming out of
I
here.
think it's just a
for
comfort
Tueri.
pick for Tueri
Right,
at this
right.
point.
It's gonna be comfort, simple, good game plan to execute upon.
And
I want to
they're
see a
denying
Shen
the
ban out of Demacia here. In my
I
opinion.
do like the
I
Kale ban. See, they're playing for their Kog'Maw, so you're gonna play for late. Don't let them get their Kale. That should have been early or in the rotation because I think this.
I would have just locked it in as soon as I
Yeah,
saw
I would
the
have just
cog.
immediately locked in Kale
Yeah.
Mouse as soon as you saw Lulu Cog.
Here, I think we definitely need to see a Shen being banned away or picked. Like,
I think if Demacia bans Shen, it's just a huge because a big way to beat Cog Lulu, like Deathball comp, you just slam a split pusher
Exactly. Yeah. Split them up. Split
like
the
a
team up.
Fiora
I'll
or
go
something like
for-
that.
we don't even know if Targon will go for the Shen, even though it's the best idea at the moment with this comp. We still don't know what they have like planned.
Ben would be great for them because he holds his own in the side lane, and
Yep.
of course
For
he
sure.
holds his own in the side lane, and then he can join over to protect the Cog whenever.
Are
he
they in
needs to.
chat? Check the chat.
Hey, yeah, go ahead and check that chat right now. They might be listening in. Hey, no free coaching. Come on, get out of here, guys.
All right.
So if I'm
Alright.
Demacia, how do we answer to this?
Okay, so you need to be able to split the map.
Clouds is in the chat.
So is Basmer.
Wait a
Oh,
minute.
yeah.
Wait, come on,
Gangplank.
guys.
Okay, hold on,
Come
hold on.
on.
I love the
Wait,
gangplank here.
Wait, I do really love the game.
So good.
Yes, this
guy
is great. This is
extremely
great.
good pick.
You want to have split pressure, and you want things that will scale into the Kog'Maw as well because they will force into the late game with the Kog'Maw.
Well, I mean, gangplank R and
Be-
barrels against an immobile Kog'Maw.
Mhm.
Okay.
All right,
And
it's
we're,
gonna
I
it's
we're
like
gonna be
bringing out the
Rinse
hype
Poppy
again. Say less.
Hey, listen. Rin gave us a show with the Poppy, and I'm excited to see what she brings with this game too now. Okay,
Poppy last game wasn't a great pick either against the comp, I don't think, but
she
she
made it
managed
work.
to make it work. So
Lux coming in
And
from
we got a
Abel.
Lux coming out of here for Abel. Okay,
So you know what?
hmm.
I would have
They banned the
liked
Viper.
more of like a Galio here, right? Like just commit to Kog'Maw being the hyper carry.
I
I feel
I
like would have been the
I see
best.
that.
I don't know if he plays Galio.
I don't know.
So you're
I don't think
committing
so either.
Lux is a shield and a
Right,
zoning tool
yeah.
to help with the Kog'Maw. So
And a little bit of peel. It helps when you are like a shell, a little bit of CC, a little bit of peel, a little bit of pick. I I see it. I like it a lot. I dig it.
So here's the problem too, right? Like, how do you guys think? Like Kog'Maw Lulu already is like one of the strongest like support AD carry duos we have, but we have Skarner Shen into Gangplank, Senna Maokai Malzahar. I feel like
I
Demacia maybe won't outscale them, but the way they play or the
okay.
way like the teams are gonna pan out, it's gonna be too close to tell.
So Poppy can just ult Kog'Maw out of a fight, and then Gangplank can ult, and they can't leave, and then they all die, which is an option.
Right, right. That is
Gang
an option.
Gangplank ult and Demacia ult is also very good. Because, I mean, they're all mobile. Not a lot of dashes over there on Targon. You have some
No.
movement speed, but
They're gonna be stuck in
Gangplank ult
place.
slows.
Yep, they're gonna be having to fight through the slows, through the roots.
And the Maokai
know.
ult coming down, snaring your whole team.
But the
Little
thing is,
sketch!
I think this game is a little too close to tell because Gangplank is an extremely strong like champion at the moment, and it only takes one
High
barrel to
skill cap,
swing the
though.
fight. High
Very
skill
high
cap.
skill cap.
Yes, I understand that. I think Quick has enough skill to pilot
Quick
this
has
champion.
got what it takes.
Yeah, And
I'm excited to see this.
I like both comps.
high skill
I do
cap
like
or
both
not,
comps.
it takes one barrel to just swing the fight in one favor. One barrel into an ulti. Like, I think they need to be able to get this Kog'Maw to start auto attacking, which is going to be the hard part into this team comp.
It is gonna be the tail of the bot lane for this one, in my opinion. It's gonna be like if our Senna is stronger than their Kog'Maw, it's gonna do something completely different to like the game plan of Targon. So we're gonna see how much Targon plays to their AD carry shell in this game.
It's a ticking time bomb on both sides, right? Like Kog'Maw's going to get strong, but Gangplank gets to those items a lot quicker. Like
I mean,
once
Gangplank
he
can
hits
one-shot Kog'Maw through
Yeah.
Lulu shields and everything.
Right.
Yeah.
Instantly.
Right.
And Gangplank, on top of that, he just generates so much gold after he hits level like 6. He gets his Sheen. He just starts clearing waves with one Q, like E. Like it's gonna be a tale of whether or not Targon can produce this Kog'Maw to start 1v9ing into their team, and we have to see how Quick plays it because this Gangplank pick is extremely like powerful into this team.
Right.
What
I
build
think
do
the
you
other
think?
thing we have to consider is that even like okay, step one for Targon is going to be get Kog'Maw big, get him through the lane phase safely, get him through a Fed, possibly with some kills. But after we get there, are we going to play the 4-1 correctly? Because we've got Shen. We need to be doing good 4-1 splitting around the map. We also need to be moving together as a shell correctly because Kog'Maw is going to be the one doing most of the damage, right? So can we move that around while also like navigating and mitigating barrels, Maokai possible engage, Malzahar stopping us from like pushing completely forward. Skarner might not be able to find anything with Malzahar there. It's gonna be kind of back and forth, but I'm excited to see like how they maneuver it around because Demacia has a bit more of a flexible team comp. They can stay split. They don't mind. They're strong all on their own. Mal's, Gangplank, Senna, right?
Yeah. So Sammy brought up a good point, right? Because usually when we look at like solo queue and like high elo, Gangplanks tend to go Triforce, sort of like a bruiserish build. But this game, I feel like Quick has the liberty to just go full crit and be a menace. Like just one barrel can wipe out 3 of their champions.
Oh,
I want to
of
see
course. That's the popular like
that
build
shield
with
breaking
Gangplank right
item
now.
against them.
The,
Are you talking about
Lethality.
Serpent's Fang?
Yeah.
Yeah. Gonna be a big
Lulu,
pick for them.
Skarner, Lux, Shen.
I feel like Gangplank should not opt to take that one, but I feel like
There'd have to be
Senna.
Senna.
Yeah,
Yeah.
'cause Senna can just ult wipe out shields.
And I wouldn't hate it on Gangplank either, but I'd rather just Gangplank go straight one-shot potential.
No, yeah, I hear what you're saying. Like, get the essence, get the IE, get all your items there, get your crit. I feel you on the gameplay going Fang too because you've got barrels, you've got ult. You're really gonna be bashing down all these shields. But I mean, his normal build's gonna do it anyway, right? When
Yeah,
he starts to
he's
hit
gonna
those
one shot
big
somebody. Yeah.
mega IE crits on the barrels.
Thing
So
is, right? What do you think is farming down here? You think it's Senna farming or Maokai?
Hmm.
I hope it's Maokai, but
I also hope it's
farming Senna
Maokai.
kind of sucks
Yeah,
right now. So
yeah, I agree with that.
that's
It's a
why
little tough.
Yeah, Maokai also like with this gold can get super tanky. Like,
Maokai's a problem.
I
yeah,
think it's gonna be Senna
I've been
though.
playing
I
me a
think it's
lot of
gonna be
support
Senna farming.
Maokai. Uh, I would love to face a Cog. I don't care if there's a Lulu with it. I love this.
Oh yeah, no, you really know how to like just dissect and pick apart like things like Lulu Cog on your Maokai. I've seen it.
It's really easy. I mean, Flash W, it should be enough, and that's it.
Hmm.
Pre 6, they don't have the sustain. He should just die. Like, Lulu needs ult to keep him alive, in my opinion. But,
Right. It's after the 6 that it becomes a little bit harder, right? Now
yeah.
you've got the slow field. Now you've got Lulu Poly and ult and shield and everything to have to worry about. And
Yep.
sums.
I don't know. I think into Maokai and AP Varus would have worked here.
You and the AP Varus, bro. You really love that pick.
It's fun. It's really good, too, I think, personally.
Yeah,
But
I do too.
just, well, what do you think Zach builds this game?
He
On
definitely has
Kog'Maw?
to go the classic like Ginsu's into Immortal Shield Bow,
Think
like
so?
Runon's Hydra.
I mean,
I would prefer Gale Force, in my humble opinion, but
I
I
feel
know
see
like
it.
people don't
Immortal
like Gale
Shield Bow.
Force on Kog'Maw, but I think it's way more important than Shield Bow.
Well, yeah, the idea is that shield bow right auto goes on all the hyper carries, but I do agree with you because in this game it's gonna be up to Demacia maneuvering, all their stuff around like Targon because Targon's kind of I don't want to say immobile, but like they don't have the big dashes, right? They got Maokai ult, they got
They
Mouse,
have movement
to
speed,
think about.
but
Yeah, they got Gangplank ult to think about. It's like you want to be able to move around and get to where you need to go because like your team will help you out, right? You've got Lulu, you've got Shen, you've even got if you want to get really nitty gritty with it, you got Lux shields too. So like do you need the shield from the shield bow, or should you be like a more immobile like fountain laser, right?
I would go
I,
Gale Force, personally. I think it's
I
just
love it.
better than Shield Bow in a
I'm
lot
a
of
big fan of Gale
situations.
Force on hyper carries when you've already got the peel.
I, I just think that if you're awake, it's just better than Shield Bow a lot of the time. The amount of help, like, a lot of times when Shield Bow goes off, you're gonna die anyway. A lot of the
Right.
time.
I also think that it would help to have some mobility against the barrels specifically, and also
Exactly.
that like you're not against like assassins where you need the shield bow shield to proc in that moment. You're gonna be getting peppered down by so many things from way far away.
Gangplank ult as well. Like,
Time check. Everybody speed
Yeah.
up.
Yep, speeding up right now.
speeding up. Alright,
I hope
should
we get a
be good.
Shirelias out of Lulu as well, just to counter the Gangplank ults. Just to get through them.
Masters, I read my abilities this time. Yes. Just a second.
Standard 5-point out here.
So it is Maokai farming.
30 seconds.
This Maokai is going to be, and he's opting out to go for the tank. So he's going to be a menace.
Yeah, I've talked to Slimch a little bit about Maokai preferences. And why I don't go AP.
Yeah. Maokai is just such a good sustain tank that's like, why would you
Yep.
give away
He gets
that
really
power?
tanky. No fucking damage at all, but you got other champions for that.
So this time there's no invade shenanigans. It's just standard entrance watching from both teams.
Got both junglers starting top side again. I will say it's kind of hard to farm on Maokai in bot lanes.
Yeah, especially against this team. Like you have Lulu Cog. Cog can like shred through you.
Maokai does have like one of the highest base attack speeds in the game, though. If you didn't know,
I did not know that. Thank you, Professor Force.
it's 0.87 already, level 1. Crazy, right? Crit Maokai coming in your next game.
You sure?
No. from what I'm seeing, Edgar and Zach are looking to scrap in this bot lane. Guardian on Lulu, lethal tempo on Zach.
So we do see the grasp coming out from Quick. We might not see a full crit gangplank. Or maybe. I mean, maybe we will. All depends to see. We have to see what he first builds.
I think just gangplank like grasp in lane is just complete horseshit. Like, shouldn't be
I'm
allowed.
back. Sorry about that. Had some technical difficulties. Oh, big engage in the bot lane here. Zach having to flash. Oh, but is it going to be the return kill from Cameron here? Let's go. Lulu is strong, you know. Lulu's no pushover.
Slimsh and Senna dying. Or, not dying, but not having... neither of them flashed. For a 1 HP Kog'Maw.
Yeah, they didn't commit to it. I guess they just wanted to... They both said to themselves, we've got Cog sums, we're going to back it up, go back to Newt, and on the next engagement we'll get him. But Cameron's saying, no, this fight's not over yet. I'm still here and I'm still ready to kill.
Yeah,
that's not a good start. Not a good start for Demacia.
Ooh, okay.
All
Tueri
right.
immediately getting Basmer's flash out of there too. Okay. We've got a bit of a game here.
That should be a free kill mid in a couple minutes. When...
Yep, it should be. I would like to see Tueri return to that lane after he gets ult. That's going to be free.
We got Lawful Dog also doing pretty well for himself in here.
Yep.
Second one, Revitalize with Thorn Shield. Pretty dumb combination.
Yeah, very standard against anyone with range or anyone with poke because you just... You know,
don't
just
take
really
any damage.
Sustain. Ooh.
Okay.
Big opening there.
He really did read the description this time. You saw that blade? It went through him.
I saw it. I saw it that time.
I really want to see them try to push this bot lane advantage. I feel like Zach's just gonna get out of hand really quickly this game.
Wait, this is gonna be a big fight here. Oh, no sword. Sword passes through. We've got the shield up. This is gonna be death. Oh, the double flash. Oh, Lawful's not
Look
gonna
who it
find
is.
it. Rin's gonna get it.
Oh my god.
Rin, the start of the show. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, it's just jungle guy.
Rin's jungling has been like popping off this series.
This series.
Well, I mean,
See, last
I'm thinking in
series?
general, but like specifically here, Rin is exactly where she needs to
Fucking
be.
menace.
Yeah. All right, you know, we got a little bit of farming here again. You know, this is the game plan. We want to chill. In the bot lane, we want to chill.
And they're setting up a freeze.
Yep. So we're getting the chill here. I do want to keep seeing Tueri farm.
it's not a real
it's only
freeze.
5 minutes. Around 7:30, we should be
push.
seeing a flash ult in the mid lane. If I'm able, I'm trying to set that up the best I can with the wave around 7:30.
If you, I mean, Basmer, he's his Malzahar, so he's gonna donkey shove over and over again.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's
exactly.
what Malzahar does.
He's just gonna full shove. If you're Lux, you can't really stop that.
No, but as soon as the wave comes up, I think if Tueri's just waiting outside of vision, it should be a free kill. But
Agreed.
ooh, game slowed down a little bit.
Yep. But not with Rin on Poppy. We're gonna see some proactivity
No,
soon.
I'm saying in about 10 minutes we're not gonna be able to breathe. So be ready.
But holding scoreboard here, even though Lawful did die, he has the level lead and a 14 CS lead.
That
So,
should not be happening.
On top of that, he's level 6. So we're gonna have to watch out for the Shen ultis.
Well, Gangplank also has ulti to counter, right? They can counter each other. So
Yeah, exactly.
Right, they
sort
can
of
both
neutralize each
influence the
other.
map in some way.
yeah. Slimsh does have flash still. Flash ignite.
Yep.
Me personally,
we
I
can't
look
get
for a
onto
flash play every time it's up on Maokai when I play support. So if it's up,
Agreed.
I'm
I
using
also
it.
want to see Slimsh make this play before they get 6.
Oh my god, that trial by fire does so much damage from Gangplank.
Yes, it does. What
The
an
passive?
insane passive. Yeah, his passive.
It's not fair.
Agreed.
Gameplank's got too many buffs. I'm gonna say it. Right, nerf that champion, please.
And he
Man,
can hold
why
5 barrels. I think
Why
that's
does
like
Trial by Fire scale too? It's not even just like
It's
a
true damage, dog.
lane thing.
And he gets it up every time he just breaks that
All right.
barrel.
Breaks the barrel.
Yeah, Rin rotates over through the pink ward. They see it happening. They're talking about it now. They know where Rin's at. Able
Too early. One
snipe
camp from
off.
6. He should be getting it off these chickens, raptors.
He's getting it
Now.
soon here.
He's the champion now. Heads up,
Yep,
guys.
he's a hero. And there's Basmer's flash is coming up though. It's up now. Let's see. We're probably gonna use this to make a big play bottom. That's probably where it should be going to, since Cog is like, you know, our big threat.
So
Oh, here it is. Big fighting. Oh, they don't make it happen. Zag getting forced under turret, prioritizing the farm there. Making sense.
and so this is what we were talking about too, right? Like Gangplank has Sheen now, so these waves are just gonna crumble under every E, and he's just gonna keep getting gold and gold and gold.
Ooh, Lawful does not hit the barrel in time. Just gonna go ahead and wait for the turret. Now, that's why I really do love this Gangplank pick, because one way you do beat Shen is just keeping him shoved. You know, punishing him if he does rotate somewhere else on the map.
Yeah, he's
And on top of that, you have your ult to answer to his.
Exactly. And then you also have the shove to answer to his leave.
And I feel
Oh,
like
he's
if you
getting
aren't making any
peppered.
plays, Gangplank just wins. There's
Yeah,
nothing
yeah,
happening,
exactly.
right?
He's
So-
he's still the bit of the time bomb that we were talking about last game too. Oh,
got a
big
Skarner
plays
gank
happening
bot
in
lane,
the
counter
bot
gank by
lane.
Rin.
Let's go, Rin moving in.
Rin is
I don't
just-
know about that one.
Rin going in, but looks like flash W onto Zach. Lulu ult onto Zach.
Going on
Basmer
different
also
targets.
ults Zach.
Malzahar,
Zach goes down.
Shit ult! Gangplank ult!
Tueri's ult not going much of anywhere.
my
Ooh, and Lawful joins the fight, not seeming to find anything else. Basmer having to flash out, not going to go down. Lawful Dog dying on the back end. Big shields coming out on his side. Oh, and it looks like this is going to be a cleanup. No, do we walk out of it? Abel's Q goes wide. Senna fighting for her life in the alcove.
Oh my
And Rin
lord.
walking
fuck
away with
was
her
that?
life. Okay, it was kind of back and forth, a little wishy-washy, but I'm gonna go ahead and say when
I want to get a pause in here and just talk to both these teams and say, fucking talk, guys. That was- they were hitting everybody but the same people.
Yeah, everybody had their own game plan of what they wanted to do. At the very least, let me go ahead and
How
commend
does this go
Basmer for identifying Zach and immediately removing him. I feel like that was the easy play, and then everyone decided, okay, what do we do now, guys?
Well, originally Liquid Thunder W'd went on Skarner.
Right. Basmer also having to flash out of here, too.
Rin just has
I
no
was
mana.
scattered.
Oh, they really thought they were gonna get Lawful, too. He pulls the sword back, gets
Alright,
the
nothing going
shield,
on in live right
Aaron
now, so you
shields
can
him.
keep going. I would speed it up a little bit though.
It's all good. Yeah, we're still in neutral.
How do they not just
Live.
kill Skarner in there?
I don't know.
Never.
Yep,
I'm Liquid
they-
Thunder, I'm
they
just looking
didn't
for the
turn.
souls at this point. When I'm stuck in the alcove.
Yeah.
Alright, so Lulu comes out of that 3-0, gets all of the kills. So I kind of want to see an early Ardent out of her or something like that along those lines. Maybe an early,
Yeah, that'd be great. Oh, big
Mikhail's
fight here.
Crucible?
Senna W hits 2 targets. Tueri on the back end gets slowed down by the Maokai saplings, and even though he's got Predator, he does not find anything.
Oh, remind me again here. That fight bot was a 1-for-3, right?
Yeah, but
Yes.
they got
Yes,
back.
yes,
You
yes.
got like 3 plates.
Okay. And
They only
oh,
killed
yeah,
Zach.
Quick did on the top side get 2 full waves and 2 plates.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, if you're
This
quick,
game is massive at the moment. Like, I think, let me see, how much gold does he have?
How do you check gold?
hit
X?
X.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He could back it and get his Triforce if that's what he's going. Yeah, it looks like it is what he's going.
Opting not to do the crit build.
He might switch up to crit, but I do agree. I think the Prowler's build would have been better just to straight up shred through the entire Targon team. But maybe he wants to take
I think the idea there is to be a better body against Shen in the splits.
Yeah.
Most likely.
I mean, I think you just kill Shin no matter what anyway. All of his
with
damage
Nick
comes from
Prowler,
taunting and
yeah.
hitting you with auto attacks, which you just W out of. So, I don't know.
Right.
Yeah. Because
And if you go lethality, Gangplank, doesn't matter how many like healing and shields they have for Kog'Maw, he dies.
yeah.
Unless they like preemptively shield, right? So
Oh, but here comes Sueri in the top side. Flash coming out of quick. No oranges to be found. Is it going to be enough? Pulling the sword back. Getting the swipes. Yeah, auto walk. We get it. Oh, snatches him.
You said swipe or
Okay,
no
yeah,
swiping.
Good patience.
We needed
but
that. The oranges coming up was going to spell safety.
Very well
there
played.
Quick.
By Targon right there.
Yep. Rin opting to take the Herald on the backside of here. Choosing the fight, though. Hey.
We know Rin.
Hey, somebody
Hey,
put a
Rin
leash on
fights.
Rin. She cannot stop fighting.
Oh, Targon choosing to fight here.
Oh, yeah, onto the backside.
Good.
Zachary going down.
Maokai,
Oh,
baby!
Lawful.
And Channel.
Oh, and we're going back in onto the fight. We say we want more. We're not letting you kill our cog and get nothing from it.
I don't think Demacia realized Shen was ulting.
No, I don't think so either.
I think overall though that was a win for Demacia. They traded 1-for-1 and they took Shen's ulti. So now
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Cameron said I'm not done. Just kidding. He said I'm super done.
Couldn't be my Lulu. Doesn't have
No,
Ignite.
never.
Or Airy.
Hey, wait a
I'm
minute
not-
though. Hey.
no,
Cameron
it's-
saw
I don't-
something there, and I'm not gonna count him out. Okay.
I don't know
He
if
saw
Quick's ulti had just come up, but he could have ulted to counter out this Shen ulti, maybe to pick up another kill or something. But regardless, I think that was a Demacia win right there. They traded 1-for-1 and they took out an ulti. A very valuable ult at that.
Oh, agreed. Agreed. Oh, big wave here though. Yeah, Quick is amassing his gold lead though. 1100 gold over Lawful. He's gonna be a menace here in the mid to late
Zach
game.
built Rageblade first.
I don't
Okay.
think
First
it's
item.
bad. I think that's standard on COG though.
Okay.
Yeah, well,
You know, I'll give that one up to you, Mal. I'm not too on the
Typical
ball
AD
about
carry
the
mains,
carry
that's all I gotta say.
itemization metas.
No, I think it is I think that is standard on COG. Like W, like with Rageblade early, he gets an insane damage spike.
Okay, Lulu shield. Oh, very big damage. I'm seeing the damage spike you're talking about. Oh, Slim's going onto Tueri there. Tueri looking like he's gonna get caught. Basmer onto Tueri. Isn't enough. He gets out with his life. He's got the dot onto him. Will he go down? He doesn't. Nothing else coming out of here for anyone. But we have pushed Tueri out.
Should be a
dragon
dragon.
is coming up, and we're gonna take the next dragon. Looking like a game one here. You know.
Rift Herald does
Targon
not
gets
get the
dragon
charge
one.
off.
Demacia gets dragon two. Thanks for the leash, guys.
Words of wisdom out of Pingu.
Also, just another thing for my Gangplank enjoyers, Quick is, I think, 2 levels away from getting a massive power spike where his E charges or his E cooldown timers are like a second. You can just blow him up instantly.
Ooh. Okay, Quick getting the first turret there though, and getting all. No, not all the plays. What's happening?
This Gangplank is massive right now.
Yeah, Gangplank is very strong. Quick, not afraid to say that I'm a big threat on this team.
You hit that Triforce.
Oh, another flash W onto Zach and the ult backwards. Shenol's coming in. Can
Shenol's
you kill him
again.
in time? No.
No!
Here comes Lawful. Big shield. Lawful is here to clean house.
That was beautiful, but
Oh,
Swim
the
still
speed
has
up. Yeah,
Ignite,
yeah. You're not getting
guys.
away, buddy. We know what the Shen sword does. Oh, but we hit Q. Oh. Oh, wait a minute. Big play. Slim says, get the hell up off me, man.
Slim said I can play more than Nami, and I'm gonna show you guys right now.
Ooh, okay, okay. Big
That
plays,
was
big plays.
beautiful. But at the same time, look, Quick
Look how
once
you
again,
rampaging.
Quick just stacking these minion waves. Like this Gangplank, I think is going home with like 2.3k that he's about to spend.
Yep. Going home to spend some big cash. Gangplank gonna be a terror moving into the mid game. Big play here though. Oh, Slinch. Beautiful play by Slinch. I gotta
Slinch is
commend
a-
him with that. Yeah, he held his ground.
After they all end Zach, his Ignite came up like a second after Zach got away. It's tragic.
Definitely a little sad.
Zach picking up some scraps top lane.
Yeah, so another reason why the Rage Blade is good is because it gives them that on-hit damage.
Oh wait, are we making a play here on Basmer? Oh, polymorph him. No, we didn't poly. No.
He silenced. He silenced.
He silenced.
Also, I don't know.
I would have liked to see Lulu ult herself there, just for the slow. For
Yeah,
those
for
you
the
don't
slow.
know, Lulu ult slows.
Yep, doesn't just knock up.
Knocks up, and then it's a slow around Lulu.
I thought that was just CC onto Basmer and Abel blows him up, but it's
Yeah.
okay, you know. We're holding through. We play for late.
It's really all in on this Kog'Maw, huh?
Yeah, we are all the eggs in one basket on this one.
Zach is farming very well, so
He is. And now they fed him the mid lane here now. You got Abel holding the bot lane and
Tueri
You know-
might be pinched here if he doesn't get out of there.
okay. I see Lawful
nice
getting the
W
sword
by
to pass
Senna.
through his opponent. Oh, big plays happening in the bot lane.
Big
though.
Maokai ult, a little late.
Lulu ult's down. Maokai ult's down. Oh, Abel finding the big Lux combo onto the team, blasting them all away. Targon looking like Team Rocket right now. Okay, Abel's moving on this Lux, and I see you. Oh, wait a minute to where he says I'm not done. I haven't had enough yet. I want you too, Baz, when he kills him.
Beautifully played.
TP coming out to answer
big
quick
win by
onto the
Targon.
side. Oh, big stun onto the side. Quick having to flash that one.
So Quick decides to ult now, rather than when the fight was actually happening.
Right.
Oh.
That's a big momentum swing here for Targon. And hey, they've got the late game team that they're playing around the Kog'Maw, so if you're
Everybody's
Demacia,
getting
you're
gold
not happy
aside
with
from the
that.
Kog'Maw, so.
True.
I don't think the GP pick's bad at all. I think it's just not being executed perfectly.
And no, yeah, it might be a little bit harder to execute like the game plan specifically with it, but the GP pick is good at this Shen.
His ults are just late.
I just think that Clouds played that extremely well. He found the 2 pigs.
Well, they had no idea where he was.
Yeah, yep. Lux playing with Fog is like that's like the Lux move, you know. She loves throwing her kit from Fog. You can't even tell what's going on until it's too late.
Love me some Lux players. Not quite
Hey.
up there with Eve, but you know.
Talk to me about the Morgana players now too.
I was that.
Wait, he
I
can't
can't
talk
even.
to you about
I
that.
fucking played it.
Unfortunately, we can't talk about that one on stream. But we're setting up here for the Dragon now. Coming up in 15 is going to be the Fire Drake.
And we
Looks
have-
like Demacia is first up to bat. They control the area. They clear the vision.
So
Quick is playing with the barrels.
I'm not liking what Quick is doing right now. He has 1,500 gold in his pocket. And he's refusing to back for it.
No, I like this. So you
They
you
just
need
have
to
to
stay
give
here
it up.
now.
You want
Yeah,
to
you
stop
you
playing.
can't hit a back because you want to sit here to like pressure with barrels on any of the invade or you know any of the
You don't
approach there.
understand is that he was topside when before all this. Like he had time to back and like spend his gold before this dragon spawned.
It's okay. It's more of like a prioritization. I'm assuming that I'm giving Quick the benefit of the doubt of like I've got to be there for the team right away because if I'm not there, they could use me not being there to walk in and take the spot that they already maintain control of.
Skarner
I'm a big
flash,
fan of that
Predator
because too many
flashes
people
in.
get vision down and then walk away from things. And it'll working out for them too because now Quick can just hold lanes and then get ready to spend like big money when he backs again. Almost at 2K is Quick.
Yeah, and
If
I'm
the-
just saying, like before these objective fights, I would like to spend whatever gold I have, specifically like 1,500.
Oh,
If it were-
absolutely.
Ideally, right? But
Yeah.
sometimes, it
you
just
value
doesn't work out
the
that way.
tempo over the strength. Oh wait a minute, we're having a Mexican standoff here. Oop.
Quick. Got a
Lawful
Skarner
says,
flying
"Get
down at you,
away."
buddy.
Uh-oh, Tueri coming right in with this. Waiting, not popping the orange.
Well played by Tueri.
Ooh, yeah,
Okay.
very well played.
Very
Very well played
played.
there by Tueri, holding onto his ult as late as possible.
Lawful Dog as well.
Wait a minute, but Baron over on the on the opposite side. They
Their
pulled the
Baron
trigger.
is pretty fucking slow. Malvar's the only one who does anything to it.
It's slow, but Tueri is in another zip
It's
code.
just
so
Malzahar. Everybody else doesn't do shit to it.
there's not gonna be an answer back. Can
Lux
Targon
steals?
hold it down?
Lux steals?
No luck steal. Oh, but the big
Combo steals.
explosions! Master of Knives, Basmer with the hold on to Cameron. Gonna take him down, but let's go, Zach, with the big steal.
I just
so
want to say,
full
I think he
represented
smited it at 9:59.
Look at him in the mid lane. He's going crazy. He's emoting. Ah, I can't with this guy. Look at this man. Oh, I can't lie. I'd be feeling myself too if I was Zach.
Alright, we get us. Oh, fuck.
Oh, man.
I'm having
okay.
PTSD. Not gonna lie.
Oh, Zach with the stealing comes down.
That was beautiful.
See,
You know-
smited at 9:59.
You know, in
Gotta
the
have
last
good
game too, Rin left it really low, and we didn't see it
Yeah.
get quite as punished as we did now. But it's okay.
I mean, it
it's a
wasn't
high
left
intensity,
low.
stressful situation. I get it.
She smited at 9:59. Smite does like 950, right?
Yeah,
Is it
is it
900?
900? I think it's 9 flat.
900 or 950. I think it's 900. But anyway.
Right? Yeah.
So like you didn't even see it go to 59. It just died like frame perfect at 9:59.
Yeah.
And Zach's all, that's crazy.
In those
Shut
types
up,
of
Zach.
situations, I would just say that if you are in there, you just want to take it easy, relax, because it's a stressful situation, sure, but you know that 2-area's not going to be there. So you
Also,
don't
Luxalt
actually...
already passed, right? So
Exactly. Luxalt pass, no 2-area there. It's not as much of a 50-50 as you think it is. You have kind of an opening to wait.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
and
That's for the future.
I'm happy
Because
agree
right
with
now...
you, because GP was definitely a strong pick into this team, but it's just not being executed at the level we thought it would be.
yeah. And he goes Collector second.
A little bit of mismatch of identities here in the build quick. Alright, just barreling down the
Zach,
mid lane here.
don't
I
even
do
know.
like to see this 1-3-1. Big ult by 2-area. Let's go.
Zach should be able to melt
Oh!
Poppy, late channel.
Rin turning it around. Big ult. Oh, Zach flashes
What
forward
the
for the lawful dog delivery system. And Zach is mowing down these people. Oh, wait. Basmer ults on the back end. Having to flash out. Lawful says, I'm not done. Wants to go in. Goes
but
down
you are
for his
done, buddy.
troubles. Takes down
Did
Liquid
GP join this
Thunder.
fight? One
Oh,
barrel
and here
could
comes the
turn
GP. Slowed down. Not enough. Zach says, I'm not going to go out without a fight. If you want to kill me, you've got to take me. And take them, he cannot. Oh, he's living.
this- Man.
Zach going the no mythic build as well. So
All right. I'll be the first to say it. Well played here so far by Targon. What are our thoughts for game 3?
That's toxic, bro.
they still have a ton of easy executable CC. I think they can. If they pick off Zach, I think they still hard win the team fights, right? So it's
That's a
still-
big if.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, I hear you. We got to play around our win con.
you
Even
got
when
one
it's very
option,
far
alright?
away.
You got one
You know,
option.
I
Yeah,
hate
we
this-
can draw on Tinnitus. But
I
it's
hate this collector.
we have 20 cards left in deck.
Like, if I'm quick, I'm questioning this collector, like, pickup. There are so many better items that you can build here.
Oh,
Alright,
too
well,
wary, really.
Boris
really
is
puffing out his
undefeated.
chest. I love it.
So,
All right, playing around here. Quick having the TP.
oh, that is a fast
All right,
runner.
Quick's here now, but on the front end, we're gonna have a front
We
to
have a
back.
5v5.
It's gonna be. Oh, it's gonna
Abel
be
doing
the
a great
exact
job here
position
zoning.
that Targon wants.
Rin!
Oh, Rin with the big steal, and they take the fight anyway.
Hold on.
Lawful
Watch the
goes
barrels.
down.
Watch for the barrels.
What else is it gonna be? I think they
Let
just
it go.
push away. They walk
That's
away.
a dub.
That's all they wanted. Big, big,
Oh,
big play. We get a kill. We get a dragon. We're on soul point. You guys might have
Rin
a
said,
call,
I'm not
but-
getting this one stolen. This is mine.
Yeah, Rin woke up after the Baron play. I'll say.
We don't want Baron. We want Soul.
And soul they will get if they continue to play like
Hey.
this.
It's just like the old saying goes, Baron is temporary, dragons are forever.
Oh,
Hey.
baby.
You not lying.
And you said this was over.
Hey, I said it was over. I didn't say it was over for. I'll be honest. I said game 3. We know. We know what I'm saying. I can't cap.
No givesies, backsies.
You know what? I'll give it to you. Rin surprised me there. I did not think that they were gonna get that play. I just honestly didn't even think that Targon was gonna let them get through that choke, but they did.
Alright, guys, so we still don't have we have a Kraken from Senna. We have no shield breaking items from Demacia yet. Still. What are your guys' thoughts on that?
My thoughts are we need to start cracking some shields. You know, we got to start putting some respect on the fact that there's shields across the board. Shen, Skarner, Lux, Lulu, everything.
Everybody but Kog'Maw.
Yeah, and if he bought a shield bow, he'd have shields too.
Exactly.
Which you'd have to imagine is going to be his mythic, right?
Maybe.
Oh.
That's what it could be right now.
Oh, too
We're
early,
going a little
getting
deep.
ulted. Big mitigation coming on his side, though. They will not be able to take him out. Lawful Dog
Really
goes
could have
in
broken
there.
that shield. Would have been nice.
Onto Rin. Rin about to die, walking away with her life.
Zach
now
is
Lawful
untouched.
on the back end. Zach doing a ton of damage to those wolves. Ooh, big snipe on the Rin. Is Zach. Oh, this Cog Shell is moving forward.
Yep.
The Cog train is not stopping, baby. He says, get those barrels out of my face.
Quick with a whiffed barrel. That
Oh, yeah, and I like this. We're going straight to Baron, of course, clearly. We've got Kog'Maw. Oh, we are knocking down this Baron. Oh, yeah, okay. If you're Demacia, you're getting a little scared right now. Now, I won't say you're thinking about game 3. I won't say it. I just won't.
Yeah, so already game 3. What do you think? What do you think?
Game
Drafts
3.
will go?
Now that you've asked me, I'm thinking about what we're gonna do to have maybe a little bit more bot lane pressure on this side. Because I mean, not that they're gonna draft the same thing again, but
Hey,
really,
there isn't
we
something
know we're
that's
playing
more
around.
pressure than Maokai, dog.
Yeah, like that's a lot of pressure, but perhaps we needed. I don't know actually. I can't think about what we would have needed because we've got good picks.
I think it's just execution.
Yeah.
I like their draft, but just haven't executed it like they should have been. I don't know.
I really do love their draft. I hope they go with a similar draft instead of thinking that the heroes are the problem because they've got everything they need here. They have the tools.
Yeah.
Just want to see quick on another hyper carry top lane.
Honestly, I do too because I like the idea of saying, okay, you want to win through bot side, well, we're going to win through top side.
Well, technically, Gangplank is a hyper carrier. But
Yeah, it's just not
paying.
panning out. It just doesn't look as comfortable on that champion as he does on Kayle, for instance. Right?
Yeah, oh man, if they can get Kayle early in the draft, because we saw it twice in a row now, Kayle wasn't taken away until they saw that Quick was still up to bat. I would try to secure it, honestly. Whatever Lawful's going to play, like, sure, it's going to be threatening,
Doesn't
but
matter.
if Quick is, like, you know, going to be your win con, you know, play for him. Let him get his thing early in the draft.
The gold lead is 8k now, but I still think we shouldn't count out Demacia at the moment. Like, it takes one fight to turn this around. Plus, they're on Soul Point, right?
Oh, yeah, no, memes aside, you know, it still could go to them because when you've got all your eggs in one basket, if Zach ever gets caught, picked out, anything like that, it's going to be done.
That's it. Yeah. Abel is pretty big now, but
Right. But still, you know, it's
Still.
Lux. Like, I'm not trying to put her down, but that's burst, that's not consistent, right?
yep.
Oh,
They're
and
not really
Gangplank-
doing much with this Baron, I will say. They have
Yeah.
an open inhibitor and haven't
They have
touched
not
it.
cracked an inhib yet. I'm wondering. I guess they're prioritizing the Drake that's coming up in 20 because
Which
they
is just-
really don't want them to get the soul. I get it.
Yeah.
So this
But you
build is
do
gonna-
that anyway after you crack the inhib, right? You walk out and then you get vision in the bot side on your way out.
This build is
What's up,
confusing
Mel?
me quick because he just purchased IE, but it's not going to have the passive.
Slimsh gonna be going down here.
Yeah, he doesn't have a third
Lulu
crit
ult
in.
was drawn out though by just Slimsh.
Yeah.
I definitely
Quick-
would not put Quick back on GP. Like, he just definitely doesn't look comfortable on it. But
He was looking good in the lane, but the macro decisions don't seem to be there.
he built IE, but
Does have
He
the
only has 2
IE.
crit imps.
Does he have 60 crit?
no, he doesn't.
There is not 60 crit on Quick. What are we doing?
If anything, I would have built like Lord Dom's here third.
I don't know.
That
If you go Trinity Force, I don't think you're going Infinity Edge, dog.
No,
At least
no, a
not till
little bit of a
fourth item.
mismatch of identities again here with Quick's build. And not to
And
harp
he
on
is
Quick
kind
so
of like
hard, but
the-
he was the one who like needed to show up here.
He was like the win con, right? Like
yeah,
the-
yeah.
Those. I'm down to go next. Fuck it. I'm on board, Hardy.
You know what I'm
Game
saying?
3.
It's like I'm trying to be respectful here, and I am, but it just looks like a slow bleed from this point out.
Yeah, for sure. Like,
Respect.
Sex.
we didn't see this GP convert that huge gold lead he had. Like,
Zach's finally going shield though.
Zach's on 4 items. Yeah.
Oh
Zach-
yeah, this
Zach's about to be full build. Like, this
cog
like,
has hit critical mass, and it's all but too late.
Hide your kids.
Yeah,
this
Kog'Maw
Kog'Maw's
is
coming.
coming.
And he's got a Shirelia's, a Mikhail's for him, Arden on
Yup,
him.
and Ardent. Oh
He's
my
got the
goodness.
whole world.
We are
Giant luck
facilitating this
shields, a Shen
Kog'Maw.
ult.
If you're Zach, you're feeling happy right now. You're feeling on top of the world.
Zach can literally put his keyboard down. And
Yeah, he can
know,
like
just
he can just
click
A move.
forward.
Yeah,
Yep.
A move.
He doesn't have to worry about anything. You don't gotta dodge anything. It doesn't matter.
No, not at all.
Quick did pick up the Cloak of Agility, so
I do like to see the 4-1 here. This mid inhibitor is still up.
If I was quick, I would sell that.
Finally going down.
and pick up another cloak so I can get the passive.
yep.
Oh, they try to push him off.
Whiff.
Poppy ult goes wide. The barrel only hits Cameron. Cameron probably spacing back. Oh, the Maokai
Just-
ult is out though. They want to find it. Targon doesn't let him.
This is not it.
This is not it. No, we lost the tools we needed to lock the Kog'Maw down. They
it
peeled
go.
back. Lawful on the back end, just pushing bot lane safely.
I like the aggression.
I love it. Yeah, it's what you need to do. I also like the defensive play out of Targon. You know, play your nooch. Get your free hits. You don't need to force anything. They need to push into you. You don't need to push into them.
Looking.
Oh, it's gonna be the big play
Wait.
here.
Uh-oh.
Lulu ult goes out. Shen ult goes out.
Senna
Kog'Maw
is
is God mode. Big Lux ult coming out. Almost getting 3 people. Oh, Basmer ult under the turret. The double
the-
taunt
oh,
coming at a
God.
Lawful.
Alright, so Artie, talk to me about game 3.
So talk to me about game 3 now.
Oh man, it's like we don't want to call out quick, but I don't think I saw one barrel land this game.
Targon, gonna go ahead and take it. 1-1 is the series now. We've got a game 3, boys.
But it's like Forrest said, right? Like I don't want.
It's
them
all
to
on
win.
him.
My
As well. Like, he was the...
No, it's not.
As well. Like, he had to pop off for that comp to work against... Hello?
No,
The league's crashed.
It's definitely not all on him. Like he could have done a better job, obviously, of converting that gold lead he had top to the other lanes, but
No. I mean, like, for them to win, he had to, like, play very well with that composition against the Kog'Maw.
yeah. But like, what I'm trying to say is, like you said, I hope they don't blame the champions because I think their comp was extremely well. It just wasn't. It didn't go through well. Like they didn't play it.
Zach also kind of got a free lane phase on Kog'Maw. I mean,
Yep,
he had
yeah.
Lulu,
If
but-
you're not gonna put pressure onto the Kog'Maw like during the lane phase, you've got to really you gotta put the pedal to the metal in the top lane or the mid lane. You gotta start finding like the win cons elsewhere. You gotta start finding the ability to say like, hey, if you guys want to play for Kog'Maw and do all these plays around Dragon, we're gonna get top inhib. We're gonna be splitting bot now. We're gonna be splitting up the map. If you guys want to play as like a 5 shell, we're gonna split them up, right? And I also think draft wise, it would have been smart to take away Shen. You sniffed out the Lux.
as you see
I'm sorry, the
Lulu
Lulu Kog'Maw. You
Yeah.
want to take away Shen. Shen is like so perfect because not only does he offer like the peeling and the CC and everything and the shield and all that, he's an easy, super easy like side lane split to augment the AD carry shell. Like without Shen, it's much harder for that team to actually play as 5 safely. You know what I mean? Like Shen's always there, but he also gets to threaten another lane.
Wait. Coin flip.
Oh,
Oh, corn flip for side.
Yeah, let me put it
coin
on
flip for
the-
side.
Let me put it on the stream.
Oh, let's see this.
But you know what? At the end of the day, I'm happy to be casting with my boys, and that we're getting a fucking 3-game series.
Oh, of course.
love me
this
some
is a
3-game
good
series.
Basmer
Love
called
me some
tails.
series. Love me my boys.
Basmer called
Alright.
tails. Okay.
Okay, there it is.
That's the second time Tails has failed.
Tails.
Flipping the coin for the side.
Tails.
Am I missing something? It landed heads.
No, it landed tails. Oh shit! Did it? Is it?
I see heads.
It's only showing a picture.
I'm seeing the picture of heads.
Okay,
Yeah,
hold on. I'm not trying to coin flipper.
Wait a minute, are we?
Flipper.com.
Did you get PayPal by Basmer to
No,
to change the coin flip in his favor? What's going on?
No, it's Dang it. Okay, let's try this one. All right. It's not showing the full website on the stream.
No, I'm looking at a very broken Google
Okay, here we go. This should
Google
work.
page. Oh, here we go. Okay.
Okay, here we go. The
Wait,
eagles is
do we have to
tails.
flip this coin?
Is it
Can we
working?
flip like a peso instead? Is that possible?
Okay, they already coin flipped. Okay, sure.
Wait, you already coin flipped. Wait, I didn't see it, so it didn't happen.
Yeah, okay. Just trust me, I coin flipped and it was tails, okay? It was tails. Thank you.
Wait a minute, a little bit of collusion coming out of here from both Pingu and Zach.
Oh my god.
No,
It's-
it's okay, it's okay. Just play it,
it-
play it.
The stream is broken. No, it. Oh my god.
No, it's all good. We saw the heads. We saw the heads on the last coin flip. It's there.
Fine. All right, it's heads. Go for it.
All right. What is Zach's team gonna choose for sides here?
I'm not cheating. Let the record show.
The record does not show that, Zach. That has been stricken from the record. But yes, it's all good.
All right.
None of my boys have any reason to cheat, but my boys have plenty of reason to invite me to the next custom lobby.
No, me first. All right.
Hey, I don't care if I'm first or I'm last. Get me in there.
I'm always first in many things.
Congratulations to that
Yeah,
one.
okay, buddy.
I'll be the first one in my grave with the way I eat. All right.
No. We don't like to hear it.
Oh, it's a solid invite.
Not if I beat you to it.
Keep playing solo queue, and we'll see. Ow.
Oh, what a great series this has been, though, with my boys. The ones who do hate bananas. And the ones who are permanently calm. Ah, what a time. What a time.
I'm interested to see if we get another snooze comp from, fucking Targon.
Yeah, for real.
The permanently hating bananas experience. Brought to you by BoozeBash 5.
Throw me an invite right there already.
You know my thoughts on Kog'Maw, right?
I got you.
He's a great champion.
Great hero. You
Yep.
know him. You love him. How do you get into the spot now?
So much trolling. Why is Slim down there?
Edgar's also
he
down
had
there.
to make room for you to get up there, but
I'm exiting. Just let me know when the spectate spot is open.
okay, so someone has to go up, and then Pingu has to go down, and then someone has to go. Someone has to leave. Is what I'm saying.
No,
right?
Slimsh and Cameron have to.
Yeah, they gotta make that play, but someone has to leave, who's currently in the non-spectator to make room for Mao.
Sack out of the game.
Yeah, Zach, go ahead and leave. Move. Respectfully, I'll invite you back in. Go ahead and leave.
Cameron, we can spectate through the client. That is true.
That is true. True. These teams are raring to go.
Invite me in there.
You might have to spectate from the client.
You just right click spectate.
Yep.
That's it.
But we should throw up the draft the thing if it's there. Hey, look at that. Frame 1 as soon as I say it. Summon them. Yeah. Okay, we're coin flipping again. What are we flipping for this time? All right, now we've got the draft.
Dignity,
Honor.
Yo, throw me that draft.
family.
Oh yeah, we gotta give the draft to our boy who is not in here. I got you.
Yeah, some people troll, bro. I should be in spectator.
Hey, listen, I agree with you, but these teams, they want to get back into it.
Yeah.
They're not leaving for you. They're not leaving for anyone. Respectfully. We are indeed.
Arr.
Yep.
Pirates, baby. I'm gonna give me a cherry Pepsi out of the fridge.
Delicious.
All right, I'll also be right back while we get this draft underway.
Alright, so we're getting into draft. Demacia banning Nocturne. Targon banning Gwen. Yep.
Oh, draft did go underway. All right, so we do have the Nocturne ban again, like Pigu just said. Oh, fuck, I can't even see it. And we got the Gwen. What do you think they're banning, Pingu? What do you think they're banning second? You think
Oh,
Kale?
Yeah. I think that's a great ban from Targon, Kale. Because obviously, Quick has select champs he's comfortable on. So, yeah.
I think Demacia here's, yep. I think Demacia's gonna stick to standard bans. I don't know if they were too phased by that Cog Lulu. But Targon definitely, I think, might want to prioritize this Kale ban unless they have an answer to it.
Yep. Maybe
All right, and
Malphite?
we're back. Let's see where we're at in the draft. Okay,
We're just
normal
standard
draft.
ban.
Yep, standard ban so far. Interesting that Targon is not looking at that Kale.
So my question is, right, like, this Mordekaiser, who's it for exactly? Is it Quick?
I want to say it's for Rin. Rin has been jungling a decent bit of Mordekaiser, and it might just be her most comfortable jungler at the moment.
I
Perhaps.
lied completely. Kog'Maw was a threat. They are
I
going to
think
ban
Lulu is more of a problem than Kog'Maw because Zac can just play Jinx or something and do the exact same thing. So,
Right, I do agree. I think it's better to get rid of the AD carry shell enablers than the AD carry itself.
I mean, just same thing. You throw them on Aphelios, same thing. Probably on Zeri, same thing. Vayne, same
Right.
thing. Right?
Could be the same thing.
Yeah,
Jinx.
Lulu would have been a much
Yeah.
better ban in my opinion. They left the Wukong open. Wukong is
Yeah.
going to be locked in there for Rin.
You think it's Rin? You think it's jungle?
I think it's jungle. That's going to be my guess. I mean, it could go top. It could go to Bowser mid even, but
That is a flex.
Yeah, it's a big flex. I'm gonna go ahead and predict mid. Or I mean jungle, sorry.
I wonder why we're not seeing the Rammus out of Ren when she played it so well against us.
Yeah, I guess they're I don't know if it's like a confidence thing or specifically about maybe we don't think we can get onto Zac, but yeah. I mean, using the Rammus to get right onto Zac would be a nice play. It looks like Targon's doing a better job of hiding their identity now with just a Skarner pick earlier on. Solid pick there for Tueri. Which he also had a good showing of as well, so I'm excited to see more of it. Okay,
Yeah.
Here we
and
go again. Yep.
Okay, they were smart for that. Shen did not get taken away from them. They may be showing a bit of an identity, but Shen also was just good there for Lawful. I like it. Good pick.
Yep. Plus, the
Also
Skarner
good into
Shen,
Wukong.
Yep,
the
great in the
Skarner
Wukong.
Shen synergy is also really good.
Jinx picks incoming. Calling the Jinx.
Very
right?
Oh, it's gonna be the
See?
Varus. Okay, Liquid Thunder. I see
Game
you.
one went
I
so
recognize
well.
your Varus. Another
Renata.
Renata. Okay.
You know what? I like that. I actually like that. That stops the engage from Skarner Shen.
Yeah, Varus and Renata add a lot to a fight. The
There's
Lulu
the
is
Lulu,
gonna be
yep.
picked up though. So now we've got our shell. See, I think this is exactly the way they should have drafted it prior. No reason to pick the AD carry this early. But now,
I
in
think you ban
draft phase
Aphelios
two-
in Vayne here, in my opinion.
Right.
You might
Now
go
that you couldn't
Twitch
take away
next.
the enablers, you're gonna have to get rid of the AD
Yep.
carries. Kale was banned. I do think again, Demacia should have slammed Kale in the early game. You know they're gonna play
Agreed.
around Zac. You know they're gonna play for the late game.
Give him Kale another free lane.
Exactly.
You know what I think here though? You okay? The Vayne ban is extremely good because you know how we all just talked about, right? Like it's a 40-minute game. Vayne's
Right.
just gonna become untouchable, especially with Lulu. But what I would like to see from Quick here, if they do go for like the hyper carry, it's like a Camille or something to synergize with the Renata ulti.
Some Slam
Oh
Aurelia, dude.
man. Then those bans, Targon playing it well. I'm thinking Demacia kind of trolling
Twitch out of
draft a
Zach.
little bit because when
Twitch
you
or
think about
Aphelios.
it, they really should have slammed Mal's
Ah, fuck.
Kale. Slam Mal's Kale. They didn't ban another AD carry. I think
Called
Jinx
it.
would have been good there. All right, I'm a little bit worried for the draft now here.
Yep.
But let's see what Demacia picks going into this. Now that they can't get Kale, now that they can't get Malzahar. I know that they wanted to save these things for counter, but like you don't
I
need to
like
worry about
Annie.
counter pick.
Yeah, I
You
do
know
like
what their
Annie
picks are
here.
going to be. Annie is good though. You
I
know,
would actually like a Camille here if that is Wukong jungle.
Camille. Eh. Let's see. What's the ideal final pick here for the possible top slash jungle if it is a flex? I think it's jungle, and I think this top is going to be something. Ornn? Okay.
Orange's never bad,
Solid.
right?
Yeah,
So
solid. Exactly. Solid team, but yeah. A lot of CC coming out here from Demacia. Big CC team. Like, yes, Jinx is going to be strong, but I feel like it's going to be more of a game of can Basmer connect to Zac? The answer is yes, he's dead, no matter what.
The reason why I was saying Camille here is because like you just lock down Jinx, you force the Shen ulti, and just under that like a zone that she needs to stay in, you just Renata ulti it, and it's a pretty like easy to execute combo.
Hey, I do agree with you. It could have worked wonders there, like
Plus,
holding
quick
down that
versus
zone,
Camille.
can't avoid these ults.
But the Ornn is pretty good here too. Like they have a lot of CC, just engage power.
What if, okay, is it possible that Camille ults a target and then Skarner ults Camille to pull out of the zone, letting the carry walk out of the way? Can you do that?
Is
Yeah.
that how it works? I thought like if you ulti them, they have to stay in there.
If
For,
Camille
like,
leaves
They
the
do,
box,
but you
they
can
leave.
move Camille away from her own zone
if you
freely
knock
to
her
kill
out
her.
of it, it closes.
Okay, yeah. So that's like that would have been a possible play had they locked into Camille.
wow, I did not know that's how that worked.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys think about these comps?
I'm looking at
Targon
these
favorite again?
comps, and Targon's your standard like 80 carry shell. Everyone's got solid picks across the board. Like we know what their game plan is. We've already seen it once. Demacia though, I'm excited to see how they do this. We have seen the Varus Renata already, but now we have forced Basmer away from a control mage, and he is gonna be forced on a more proactive mage. I'm excited to see what he does with that.
Yeah, I think this whole game's kind of on Basmer's shoulders on Annie,
It's
to
gonna
be
be it,
honest.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's gonna need to be the star of the show if they're gonna win this one.
Varus.
I will say at six, he should be killing Lux on repeat with Flash.
Agreed. And of course, if
Unless
you're
the
able
Shen out
here,
comes out for N1.
now here's the other interesting part. If you are able, you want to play to your team being able to split around, move around the map and everything, but you're gonna need to take barrier here. You're gonna have to give up the TP macro plays in like the mid game because if you don't have any like defensive play, like Andy's gonna destroy you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
you have to go barrier 100%. Just be okay with
But-
missing CS.
Yep.
But Annie is
Yep.
also susceptible to these ganks, right? Like she's aside from her, I think she's very low mobility, and they do have Skarner with Predator. On top of like,
Right. So
But
it's
Annie can
possible
also
that they
just
play
throw
back.
an ability and then Skarner gets stunned and he's no longer
Yeah,
able
the
to
stun
move,
that she
so.
was holding for Lux can just go to Skarner and then she walks away, you know? We'll see it. It's still possible though, you flash onto her, get rid of her into Lux Q.
Lux
It's
is
always
one of Annie's
possible.
toughest matchups. I mean,
I guess
Flash
on
Tibbers is
paper you're
literally
thinking about like, range.
right out
but yeah.
for range, but like it doesn't matter.
Yeah, at 6, you flash on
Flash
her,
is a
like,
guaranteed kill.
tell me who's living in Annie burst at 6. Besides like Galio. And tanks.
Anivia.
No, she dies. Tibbers beats the fuck out of the
No,
the shell.
he what he's saying is that technically she goes into the egg, so she lives it, quote unquote.
Nah, Tibbers beats the fuck out of her. Still part of the
Yeah.
burst.
That's true. That's true.
Tibbers isn't Daisy. Tibbers is actually useful. All right.
Daisy. No, yeah, yeah. Tibbers beats the hell out of you.
I don't know. I think it's just on Basmer this game completely.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be on Basmer. I mean, Demacia's got good CC though across the board. They've got good playmaking potential, so I'm excited to see what they do with it across the board.
I think teams are honestly kind of even here.
Yeah,
Like it's just gonna come down to 5v5s or if individual skill is just gonna carry them.
yeah, it's
I
good,
think
solid
Zach's
drafts
team's
on
in their
each side.
comfort zone right now, so this is
Yeah.
the comp they like to play.
And it's not
So-
even like an AD carry shell specifically, right? Like
No.
Skarner can make plays, Lux can make plays. Like it's gonna be all around.
I think Demacia's team comp is fire.
Demacia's team comp is fire. I mean, don't
I
get
love
me
it.
wrong.
I
Yeah,
mean, it's a lot of CC, so a lot of
I think
burst
that
CC.
Jinx gets clipped by the Renata ulti, and Lord forbid there's a Lulu next to her.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. Like, this is gonna be on Targon to also be a little bit more coordinated and put things together. Like, we're gonna see if we do have like the TP onto on Abel. I don't think he should have it. They should just play for 4-1 instead. But I also think Demacia will succeed in the scramble. They will force the scramble and they will win in the scramble.
I just think the Ornn pick here is huge.
I love it. I'm a fan of it. It really ties
Agreed.
together this comp.
Do you think they
I don't know. I feel like Demacia has an easier comp because like look how much CC they have right into I
Well,
want to
yeah.
say 3 mobile champions. Like I think Zag definitely needs to play. I think they need to play 5v5 like just always front to back. I don't think they could ever play like split up because of the comp Demacia has.
Right, right. And that's exactly I'm
Well, I
thinking the
think they
same
can split
thing when it
fine. They
comes
have
to
Shen,
Targon's like thing.
right? So it's
I mean,
Mhm.
they have Shen, but they also have Wukong, Annie with probably Predator, like Varus with like R.
well,
I think
that's
they
the
blow
thing,
up all
right?
the Varus Rs.
Yeah, if Basmer can find the opening, it's gonna be on him. Can he play around Vision well? Can he find the openings? Because if he can, surgically remove Abel from these fights before they get going, or Zach, from these fights before they get going, it's gonna be a freebie.
Yeah, again, Sack dies. Nobody's killing Ornn, right? So
Exactly. Yeah. No one kills Ornn. You can burst him. You can stun him. But he's coming. What about the individual matchups here specifically? I mean, we see the tanks top. I guess we know how that's gonna go, right? Where do you think the junglers are gonna start on this game?
top.
Top,
Yeah,
yeah, top bottom. I think so too. I think I was loving seeing that in the last one, and in the series so far. Like I think more junglers got to understand if we're gonna pit these tanks top, let's path away from them. We're not getting anything done with them.
I don't
Although
think
there's
any
an
lane,
argument,
like all the lanes have been pretty even
Yeah,
throughout
there's an
even across the
all
argument
the
board.
to be
games.
made that you guys can. It is possible to like kill Ornn with Shen level 3, because Shen
Oh, of
does a lot
course.
of percentile damage.
Well, it's possible vice versa, both ways.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Like you can make the plays and you can stack the waves and you can go for the dives, but like, do you want to? Like, you know what I mean? Like, do you not just want to put like all your pressure in the bot lane,
I
in
think
the mid lane?
if you think it's a high percentage of you getting it done, I think it's better for Demacia to do it since Wukong getting kills is more
I was about to
important.
say, I feel like Wukong's
Agreed.
gonna have a hard time like getting a kill bot lane.
Agreed though. But I see what you're saying though, Forrest. It's like if you wanted to and make those plays top and then get those dives onto the
Just get
Shen, like
Wukong
you
ahead.
can do that onto the Wukong, and it does end up paying dividends off for you later.
All right, we're loading into the game now.
Cleanse
All
on
right.
Zach.
Yep. Cleanse on Zach. Oh, but that is gonna be
Very
TP
smart.
onto Abel, so it's gonna be kind of volatile there. Post 6, Abel may start
Ignite out
dying
of Basmer.
1v1, so we'll see.
Love
Yeah,
that.
Basmer wants to kill. And Zach does not want to be CC for very
Fast
long, but that
forward.
cleanse may not do much to him in the face of an Annie.
Everyone speed up. Make sure we're on the same time. Everyone like at 11, 12,
Yep.
13. Okay.
Good comms.
I'm at 20.
Yeah, I'm also at 22, 23,
Yeah.
24.
That's weird. I'm
27.
speeding up. It doesn't go any further than where I'm at. Oh, now it did.
By doing it again.
Welcome to Summoner's
Alright, there we go. 30. Are you guys at 36, 37?
Oh, okay. A media ward is getting sniffed out there by Rin with the sweep. So now that's interesting because there technically is now a threat of a possible vertical, but I don't know if either jungler is thinking about that far ahead, like on this. but now you can't tell. You don't have like the defensive ward to scout a vertical anymore. Which it shouldn't
think
matter
this-
anyway, because I mean that specific ward, like if you're too airy here, you're starting top to bot anyway, so doesn't matter.
I think this is gonna be a snooze fest for the first 10 minutes.
Hey, man,
Yeah.
that's-
But as soon as everybody hits 6, shit's hitting the fan.
Agreed. We're going crazy. We've got crazy CC in the bot lane for that. We've got crazy damage in the mid lane for that. And we're going to see some crazy plays from both junglers at 6. So, yeah, go ahead and everyone take your naps. Set your alarm clocks for, 5 minutes from now. At 7:30, we're going to start to see some stuff.
In the meantime, listen to some smooth beats.
Smooth
thank you.
jazz and nice beats provided to you by BoozeBash's very own Pingu.
Sammy, I sleep.
And Sammy, yes. Sleeping out there. Getting a head start on the sleep meta. Oh, yeah. We're hitting minions, baby.
The best part about this game, farming.
Oh, yeah.
Get that nice gold up.
Who benefits from farm more?
We do see an early push here. We push on wave 2 here in bot lane.
We get a
Okay.
3 camp bot lane gank from Ren here, I think.
Interestingly, she would be there in time if she wasn't going to go for like a full clear. Oh, well, it looks like it, actually, yeah.
Yeah.
Skipped over the wolves.
And Raptors.
Oh.
So
Faster timing. Yeah, wait a minute. In
Oh.
fact, guys, viewers, go ahead and wake up. We're going to see some shit.
and the
immediately.
Lulu. Come on, bot lane walk
Here it
up.
is, here it is.
Yes.
I would have held on to the E, but it's okay. This is not about what I'm going to do. It's about what Rin's going to do
That's
in the
just gonna
bot
be a
lane.
flash.
Cameron having the flash.
Yep. That should be a killing lane at 6.
Yep, that's true. That's big. That sets up something huge.
I would repeat.
Yep. And now
Yeah,
we're playing
Renata
for the
just
boss scuttle
flashed
here
there.
too.
That's it. Yep.
Yep. Okay, I like Tuari's decision to skip Krugs entirely to be here fast enough, but it looks like it's not going to matter. It's going to get punished because Tuari's not going to get the scuttle. Rin a little bit more proactive on the map this time. I like
Yeah.
it. Well, more so in
Rin-
terms of the clear, leaving 3 camps up.
I think you're just kind of griefing if you're not full clearance, Connor.
I agree. I kind of agree. No.
If you want to do
no
the
doubt.
3 camp back to buy boots and then go clear the rest, that's fine for the Predator. But
Right, but you want to full clear it twice over so you can make sure you
And
hit
you're
6 at
6.
7:30.
Yep.
But it's okay. Tuari's 6 may come at around the 8-minute mark, but we'll start to see some big plays from him at that point.
Yeah.
That was a good gank out of Ren early on.
Yep. Yeah,
Free
great
camp.
game. We've got the flash down. Ooh, wave in an interesting spot. Both AD carries hitting the, both bot lanes hitting the reset here, leaving the wave in an almost neutral state. I like the recalls here. I like the recalls here because had Demacia's bot lane stayed there, they would have been stuck in a weird situation.
I like the way Abel's playing his mid lane right now.
Yeah,
Yep.
very, very proactive. That's good. You want to be able to push the Annie away and weaken her down before this big 6 spike comes in, because you know it's coming.
Do you think Manny can one-shot Lux from full with no items at
No.
6?
No, not from full.
You need to back
No.
and get some AP, right?
Agree. Need the back
Oh.
end to get some AP. It's not gonna happen.
Okay, good. Great trade top lane.
Ooh, let's go.
Have helping the Ornn.
Oh, good pokes though coming out of Abel. We were really putting this Annie down before she's a big enough threat because we need to take a trade first. We need to butter up the Lux for the 6, and it's not happening. Abel playing this matchup very well.
I don't think, from what I'm watching, BoozeBash not using his E to dodge all of the Lux's damage.
No, he's
Gives him
not. He
movement
tried
speed.
to in the last one. He tried to E away from Lux's E, but didn't end up getting out in time. But
Lux
that is
going-
what you want to be doing in a matchup. Basmer gonna take the back here. Abel gonna get. Oh, Abel opting not to push one. Okay, Abel opting to push one.
There we
He
go.
started
Good
the
play.
channel back, and then he started the push. Okay.
To where we're waiting bottom to counter gate, maybe?
Yes. Looks like this might happen here.
I honestly, that's a long wait.
This is a
For
very long
Skarner,
wait.
he has a camp up.
We're delaying our 6. I don't like this.
Shen is 6, so any place around the map, you better hard commit.
Right, yeah, Shen is already 6 here too. Oh, that's a big thing to consider too now. Can Basmer one-shot the Lux through a Shen ult too?
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps that's why he chose to keep TP.
Well, granted, Shen also has to be staring mid lane.
Right.
Because it's not like it's extended fight, it's fucking flash, I'm dead.
Right. Oh, but Tueri going in here. Predator boots.
Oh.
Double flash out of the bot lane. Tueri opting to try to go for the
Pulling
stun.
back.
Getting thrown
Tower.
into the
Thank
turret
you.
range, taking a tower. Oh, and first blood going over to
nice.
Liquid Thunder with
Andy?
a big
Damn,
snipe.
that's-
Let's go. They're going to push his wave out. They're going to go for this dragon. And Dragon 1 may possibly go over to the side of Demacia.
I'm not gonna lie, I would have flashed Tibbers both of them right there.
Yep, agreed. You've got the big combo. Just go ahead and spend it.
I
great
like
play,
it. Keeping the
nonetheless.
flash up for
Great
lane.
play, great play.
Free dragon.
Regardless, great play, yeah. Demacia.
Oh, okay. Lux walking up. Abel wants to party a little bit.
Oh,
Huh?
I don't know if they know he flashed, so
No, I don't think so.
Wait, big engagement here. No,
that's a dead Lux.
unfortunately. Oh, okay, there it is.
oh, Tibbers misses.
Oh, Tibbers goes wide.
What is
Unfortunately,
going
we
on?
do not dodge the Lux Q. Rin gets stunned by it, and we walk way back to neutral. But
What, he just
Basmer
immediately
suiciding
combo.
Tibbers. Okay.
yeah, Basmer killing Tibbers right away. Oh,
Basmer
immediately
dead.
getting taunted up, rooted up, having to blow flash. Oh,
Oh.
you hate to see it. Basmer's pressure has just hit the bottom of the toilet now.
Someone explain to me these plays.
I'd love to, but I can't. I
feel
can tell you
Wukong-
what happened. I can't tell you why.
Wukong should have been dead. Like, it's...
Game 3 jitters.
Game 3 jitters indeed. Good one.
Okay.
Already.
But
We're also friends, okay?
of course, you know, respectfully, game 3 jitters.
Ulti by Lawful Dog. Save the Lux from...
Oh, Lawful Dog with the big dodge
didn't
and the
miss
taunt
anything.
back in.
And he...
Good
that was a
trade.
great
Trade.
That was
Great
a
trade. I like it. I'm a fan.
Shen having the push on Ornn as well is something that's a little weird.
But we do have Tueri at 6 now, and we're gonna see a first ult play by him somewhere along the 9-minute mark, perhaps.
So all summoners are a bot lane for Zach's team, so I don't think they're dying anytime soon.
No,
Wait, quick
they're
question.
pushed up here. Oh, wait a minute, big trade here. Liquid Thunder.
Liquid Thunder did not want to ult
Go
the
for the solo bot.
Lulu, I guess.
No, definitely not. He should have though. They have 6.
It
They
should- it
should have
would've been a
committed to
kill.
that. Yeah, it would have been an immediate kill before Tueri is even a factor in this play. But now, unfortunately, their window of opportunity has slipped away.
They do have a
Looks
ward in
like-
that bush, though, so they would know. Well, not
Oh,
in
this
that
is a scary situation. If you are Demacia's
They
bot lane,
wanna
you have to
crash
get
it.
this wave in. But
Zach's
they're
gonna
not going. They're
force a
holding. They're
freeze.
gonna hold.
Yep.
Zach, freeze it.
Predator
Zach will hold
in.
it. He will
No?
freeze.
Alright.
And he will force them to have to push up, and he's going to get him. Oh! But the good Rin on the counter engage!
not-
Rin moving in with her ult! Huge Wukong ult. Abel, huge burst onto Liquid Thunder,
Star
taking
ult
him
out.
out. Tueri going down to Rin.
Wait, Rin?
Rin
killed
going
Lulu?
down to Abel. Abel with the double kill.
Abel being more proactive at the moment is a beautiful sight to see. That was a great
That's a
roll by
3-0 Lux.
Incredible play coming out of Targon right there.
Hey, but we've seen that before.
Ah, haha, Pengu. Let's see if Abel can translate the lead on this Lux. You know, 3-0, looking good.
Hey, listen. Y'all want to call him out, but we've seen it in lane. This was out of mid lane.
Mm-hmm.
This is true. He just had a lane gap last time we saw it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is a pressure gap.
Student becomes the master.
Still close game though, and I admire Rin's play there. He was trying to get what he could. He got a kill back, almost killed Zach.
I think they could have killed Lulu if Rin just committed to dying instead of trying to get out.
Yeah.
Right, I agree.
I think they
Like,
would have got Lulu as well. But
on some plays, you gotta realize that you're not getting
You're
out,
dead.
so you gotta
Yeah.
do everything you can when you're in there. You know, like sometimes you're the rook that takes the pawn. Sometimes you're the pawn that baits a free trade. You know, it's just the way it goes. It's just the way it goes.
Sometimes you have the floor they walk on.
Yep.
Where your boys set the mines. It is what it is.
Sometimes you are the red carpet in which your team grabs the trophy from. And hey, it's still your team getting the trophy. Big snipe coming out of Liquid Thunder in the bot lane.
Just guess we're going the shield bow build again on Ferris. It worked very well last game. So.
Oh yeah, yep, very well from you.
I'll see why we change it
Abel
up.
also looking pretty with the 3-0. Very strong with the Ludens already. Gonna do a lot for the wave clearing. And I mean, interestingly, if you're here as Abel, you're feeling nice and comfy. Do you even need a barrier anymore? There's no more pressure on you. Although, let me not speak too soon because Basmer's Flash is coming up. Ignite is up. Tibbers is up.
We got an Ornn roaming mid lane.
Uh-oh, Abel, you may have been stepping up
Gonna
far
flash
too
his Ornn
long.
ult.
Uh-oh.
Nope. Eats it.
Oh, we didn't fire breathe through the thing. It's fine. I don't think we were gonna get Abel there.
Yeah,
But see, the rotate
well,
pushing
Shen's
Abel
about
to
to
the
ult
top
down.
side means that we get the dragon. We already have the first dragon, so that was a bit of a positional win there for Demacia.
Nice steal, Zach.
Good try. Nice TP by Quick to hold the top lane now too after that.
It's a good point out of Sammy. Where you gonna see the Serpent's Fang this game?
Yeah, good point.
I think they need to buy it.
Uh-oh, Quick with the big fighting here. Oh, well, big trade. Big trade. Oh, with the brittle.
If you're not buying Serpent's Fang in this game with 2 support mins on your team, I think we got to talk about something, boys.
This should be a kill. This should be
I
a
agree
kill.
with you. Oh, with the brittle once more, having the dash away.
Bot
Okay.
lane, Pogger.
Bot lane play is happening.
Ults were spent, no kills were had. Okay.
Yeah, easy
Lulu
open
just
and
says
close.
no.
And now Cameron is low. Wait.
Oh,
Was that a... Oh.
you know what Vara's build would have killed there?
Don't tell me AP. Because if you do, you're right.
We have a lot of jungle camps up on the map right now.
Actually. Ah, man. I'm actually surprised that didn't kill though. Like, I mean, I guess Lulu did ult and stuff like that, but
Well,
Guardian.
you got some pushing top.
Guardian
Quick pushing
and heal.
Waffle out of lane, but now there's gonna be a gank onto him. Oh, Dash gets that.
Quick is not quick enough to get out of there.
Quick, not quite quick enough.
Can he get the return
Maybe he
kill on
could-
Tueri
Ooh,
though?
Tueri with the ult walk away. No, don't get brittle bashed, boy. Okay, Tueri walks out of there with his life. Thank God.
No ult from Shen needed, no flash from Tueri needed, and that's a summoner down from Quick, and he still dies. So
well,
It's unfortunate. Something you hate to see is definitely that if you are Demacia.
it's looking really good right now for Targon, but it's still once again
soul baby.
That's true. Hey, the Dragon WinCon is still on the board there for him.
The
It's
dragon
gonna be the
win con
Fire
is still
Dragon
there.
too.
And we also have just a Renata ulti. Like, this is gonna be huge in these future fights.
If Demacia are able to secure that Fire Drake soul, it's gonna be huge. Will we have enough shields to stop the anti-burst?
So wait, quick question. I don't know anything about Renata ult, but you can cleanse out of it, right?
You can cleanse it. Yeah,
That's a taunt, right?
it's a berserk, but
taunt
for
for
all
friendlies.
intents and purposes, yeah,
Yeah.
it's a taunt.
So you need
It's a taunt towards friendly teammates.
Exactly. You're it's a taunt to your teammates.
Yeah, that's the best way to put it.
All right, Tueri setting up for this play in the bot lane.
Has flash.
Here it comes.
got no ults.
There it goes. No, yeah, it's just gonna be a herald drop. That's it. It's fine. Simple. Simple play. A herald drop post 14, unfortunately, but you know it is what it is. We're gonna knock this down.
It's a little weird to me. Why not just do
Yeah.
your bot camps and
A
then
little bit of
find
fighting
somewhere
going
else to
on
use
top. Big knock up there out of Quick. Big brittle bash, and the ult goes out. This may be a kill. Oh, with the brittle smack
it
down,
is a kill.
under the turret
And
for
you
just a
can-
little bit too long. Gonna be a 1-for-1.
That already. Artie, run that back for me. Do you think he should have died there?
I don't think he should have died there. I'm gonna be honest with you.
This is a huge
Cleanse out
ulti.
of Zac. That's a dead
Big
Lulu.
Granada ult there in the bot lane.
Also,
Current
shout out
flash onto a
to-
trap.
That was
She's not happy. She's not happy.
No. No, not at all.
Man, you know, I'm loving this game though. It's explosive everywhere.
It's exciting.
We got
It's
bot,
everything that we wanted.
We got minion bot.
Nice ult.
Yeah, creep blocks. Not, that's a TP bottom behind them.
Oh, TP
Lawful
bottom
with the
with the
flank.
lawful. Putting
the sword.
The surgeon sword down onto lawful with the flash forward and the blade. Oh, but the dash is going to be up in 2
Run.
seconds, and there it is. Liquid Thunder going to go down to lawful. Traded
Well,
back
Lawful
is
gonna
going to
go
be
down.
Rin.
I don't know about that.
Now, yeah, I don't know about this trade, especially with Dragon coming up, right?
Ooh. Oh, the big ult from
what I like to
Zachary
see,
doesn't
baby.
go down to the Basmer burst. Oh, and the EQ from Wukong does not land. Tueri coming back in on the
Yeah, look at
backside
Tueri.
to pick up Rin.
But I
No,
think
and it's not going to be enough. Everyone walks away with their lives. I cannot believe Zach walked away. Well,
Man,
they
what a
did posture
game.
for the dragon. It looks like Demacia will be able to
How
take
is
this.
Zach alive?
Whoa. Or will they?
Wow,
Or will they? We're hitting recalls. We're hitting backs.
Lulu
We're
could
starting to
even
get to the scary dragon here.
first turret
Ooh.
for Quick. Quick is gonna go. Quick
Zach
needs
has got
to
no
keep this
flash,
dragon.
and
He
there
still
is
has
no
TP
Lulu
as
ult.
well.
There is still a heal from Lulu.
Quick
Oh,
Oh,
this
Abel
dragon's just
walks in
gone. I think
first.
you just
No,
let it go.
with Abel taking point into the pit, it's not going to be a steal attempt here. Ooh, but it was close there by Liquid Thunder. I did see that. Good attempt.
All right, we got a game on our hands.
Yeah, no.
We
this
do
is
have a
great.
game.
100
No soul
gold
point.
difference.
Zach living there is a crime, but he lived.
It's definitely a crime. I cannot believe it didn't happen. You know, unfortunately, it's just the way that the dominoes fell this game. Basmer did not find the early game kills. He did not have enough AP to burst in that situation.
I need a
Shields,
shadow flame
ult,
to come
Guardian
out of,
came through.
I need a shadow
of
flame
Annie?
to come out of Annie for
For
sure.
sure.
Second.
Shadow Flame for sure. Great item.
But we're also forgetting a pivotal part of this, right? Like they do have the Ornn for the combat, but the ornaments are gonna play a huge factor in this game.
The ornaments are definitely a big part of the game. You're right. Extra gold. Oh, Lawful Dog sitting in wait. Oh, there goes the abilities. Lawful will go in. Did not bring the sword to him. Where's the shield happening? Oh, the E goes out with no other abilities to follow up, but it doesn't matter because
Starter.
Tueri is here on the back end.
Nice.
Quick Eing through them, getting yanked, getting held in place. I'm gonna go over to Tueri.
I'm loving the way
Tori's doing a
Tueri-
great job holding Skarner rolls.
Yes, he really is.
Yeah,
I'm
good
loving the
use
way
of his
he's
abilities.
playing.
Yeah, Tueri's been really showing up this series.
Everyone thought he was a Skarner or a Nocturne one trick. He's showing us differently.
No,
Evelyn one trick.
no. He's got many tricks up his sleeve, many tricks in the bag. Not many people know. I myself,
turned off
having
the lights?
insider information, always knew what Tueri was capable of.
Bro, Tueri turned off the lights against us for us. That's for sure.
My power's still hot, dog. All right. PTSD. Got Zach getting excited.
Okay. Yup.
I hate that comment.
Oh wait, Tueri moving in. Oh,
said
not
he's-
enough. Big stun onto him from Basmer. And we're back in Nooch.
Man,
Tweri's brazy.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna get a little scared as this game goes on and this Wukong gets stronger.
Hey, you're right. That's a good point. Wait a minute. Oh, and we're
Good
moving in.
engage. Oh,
Tueri
Waffle,
going down
go.
to Basmer. Big play. Looks like Cameron's gonna follow suit. Liquid Thunder with a follow-up kill.
Right.
Huge play coming out of Demacia with this one.
And this might be transitioning to Baron. That's
Should
2
be.
down.
Hey,
Definitely should be.
I'm gonna say it right now. Listen, more gold on the Basmer was a scary thing that we were prophesizing, and that's a kill onto him. It's gonna happen here. We've got the Baron play is now. Are we looking for the steal? We're dropping the Herald. We thought it was a sweeper. Oh, and the big plays are happening out. Abel having to flash.
like this.
Oh, big knockup coming through. Oh, if you're Demacia, you're.
Just one kill.
I'm actually
instead of
questioning.
Baron.
I'm like, wait a minute.
Not
Did-
even.
we gave up the
Yeah.
Baron timing by playing for the fight and not committing to any of the kills, but getting
And that's a
quick
dead
getting
one.
stunned onto the back end. Oh, does he get out? It's going to be 1E from Lux. Not going to find it. Tueri flashing forward. Blue smiting. He's not going to find it. He's going to get Brittle Bash. He's going to get ulted.
He's gonna get the
Wait,
ground.
goes down. Tueri goes down.
Okay,
Targon
good
walked
trade.
back into the pit.
That's a
Liquid
flash.
Thunder having to flash out. Oh, what is going
Flash from Rin
on?
as well.
What a fight. He needs to W
Rin
up.
having to get out of there. What looked
What a
to be a
fight.
Baron in paradise turned out to be a fight in trouble.
And we looked mid. The Rift Herald was crashing this entire time.
Hey,
And meanwhile, bot
Shout
lane,
out to Herald.
Lawful Dog, you know, just being very unlawful down there. Just taking CS while his team wins Baron fights without him.
And
oh,
this
looks like now it's Targon's turn up to bat at the Baron.
I don't think they do
We've got
this.
the teleports coming out. Okay, Targon says we don't need to do this as the team with the 80 carry shell to force a Baron and walk away. It looks like some of the brain cells start lighting up on this team and we go back to neutral. Respectfully. Respectfully.
Well, I think that's one of the ornaments going down on somebody. Yup. And
All
here's
right,
the first
now Dragon is going to be up in 30 and Demacia are first up to take control of the area.
What are the conditions for the ornaments again?
13.
I think it's like past level 13.
13, 14, 15, 16.
Okay.
Wait, 13 is his first one though for himself, right?
13, 15,
Okay.
right? 14.
Thir-
Right. And yes,
Uh,
Kel, this is a game 3 situation.
Wait, this is huge. Oh, they spotted.
Gonna be big. Oh, he gets spotted out. He gets sniffed out. But Basmer's still holding suit. Walking forward. Flash on Abel. Takes him out of minion. No, it's gonna be the shields.
But
Lulu
still that-
with the counter engage. Basmer moving forward. Not gonna be enough. Oh, Rin on the back end. Big ult. Huge.
Wait, Rin?
Jet ult
Rin's-
onto Zac. Zac's going to walk in.
That's a
Cameron
dead
going
Lulu.
on the right side. Zac's
Orange
low,
still
but
full
who else
health.
can throw? Who else can pressure him? Big taunt coming out of Lawful. Zac is going crazy.
Nice.
Somebody kills Zac. Zac goes down to the Lawful Dog snipe.
Zac is dead.
And
Liquid
it's gonna be
Thunder is untouched.
Tueri living on the back end. Just kidding, going down. Liquid Thunder, star of the show.
He
Fighting
immediately ran
back
into the
with
shin.
throw out some abilities, and he's dead. That's going to be. Wait a minute.
Oh my
That's gonna be
god.
it there for Targon.
Oh
Going
my.
down 3-5.
Oh.
Dragon's gonna go over to Demacia. That's gonna be the third one. We are on Soul Point, boys and girls.
That's a replay.
Liquid Thunder playing that extremely well. But Rin, the star of the show, once again, taking 2 people out of the fight immediately.
Rin's
also bought
involvement
QSS.
in this game cannot be understated. Gentlemen, she's the one.
And we are on Soul Point. Listen, Artie, you thinking about game 4?
Listen, we might be thinking about game 4 if it existed. I think you might be onto something here, but hey, I'm not gonna count it out just yet because this is
These fights are
this is still
crazy.
anyone's game.
Yeah,
This is
no,
still anyone's
exactly.
game. These are some strong picks here. A lot of gold on the
TP out
Abel.
of Abel.
TP coming out here, Abel. What are you doing, bud? What's happening? Why?
It's just, man.
I'm not gonna ask why. I'm just gonna say that it happened, and we're gonna keep it pushing.
I hate TP on Lux for that exactly. Like, what do? You're not gonna ever side lane, right? Like, so.
Right. I mean, you could think about it as being like, you know, TP for the control mages like Victor and Anivia to just quickly clear in the silent and then rotate over with the man advantage, perhaps. But I don't know. I don't know.
Liquid Thunder and Rin definitely the stars of this show. The way Liquid was positioned, the way he kited everything in that fight was extremely beautifully, and Rin caught extreme chaos in the back line. It's just, it cannot be understated. Like, Rin carried that fight in my opinion.
Oh, agreed. Agreed. Like I said, you know, like we were talking about earlier in the pre-game draft, it's gonna be a scramble. Demacia wants to force a scramble, and they will thrive in the scramble. Targon want the, you know, solid front to back, and it'll go their way. Okay, wait, is it gonna be interaction here? Nope. Just clearing some vision. Again, Demacia up to bat. First ones here to control space. Quick is here. Quick is here, not holding the side lane. Now we have to think about this. We want to pressure them off this, but they also have all 5 members. They will play for the Baron. Baron down to 1/3. Big play by the Annie. They're playing for the fight. They're not finishing the Baron.
Come on.
Tueri gets knocked up. Tueri gets stunned. Tueri gets knocked up once more. Whose child is he
Kimber's
helping?
just-
He goes down. Big ult coming out of Lux. Big ult, big engage
That's a
coming out of
wipe for
Rin, and now
Demacia.
the rest of the team goes down. They follow suit in the scramble, and Baron will be theirs or the
You
push.
can't
Let's see
end
what they do.
Ah,
It's gonna be Baron.
You cannot in
Yep.
here.
yeah, no, for sure, no. This Baron is huge, and in the words of Artie, if I'm scared here.
I'm just saying right now, you know, it's all things are looking Demacia right now, guys. They've got the Baron. They've won the 2 back-to-back fights. In 2 minutes, this soul may be theirs. You got to start to panic a little bit if you are Targon. Quick with the push here. Gonna have to back it up.
Did you guys see Renato's last second of Renato ult hit Lulu and then Tibbers just beat the shit out of her? Completely on the side of the fight.
Yes, we're gonna go ahead and get a rewind here. Turns out to be a great play for Demacia, but I thought they would just commit to the Baron. Oh, in the fight, I see it there. Yeah, Tibbers beating the hell out of the Cameron there, unfortunately. Big goal coming out of Abel, but it wasn't
Look
enough.
at Rin. Just look at Rin. The way he just takes out Zach out of this fight.
Yeah, Wukong taking out Zach there, gonna be big one for him on that one.
Wow.
Rin, she has been showing up big time in this series. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna call it right now.
She's MVP. 100%.
Unless we see anything super crazy coming out of Rin, she is MVP of this series.
Like a close second for me is Liquid. Like he's been playing extremely well all these
Oh,
games.
of course.
But
And
Rin,
you know, as fellow AD carry enjoyers, you know, Liquid
Yeah.
Thunder, right?
yeah, for sure. But we have to overlook these numbers, right? Like he might be 8-2 and 6. He's definitely fantasy MVP. But Rin's like contribution to all these fights is just insane. She's
It can't be understated.
Yeah.
It cannot be understated. Was Rin a
Jasmine
jungler this whole
opting
time and we
with
just
the
didn't know
Horizon
it?
Focus second instead
Think
of
so.
I think Rin might have just been a jungler, just playing mid lane. Just
take
to nerf her
yourself for
own
that one,
power.
buddy.
Look at this though, right? We have the ornament for mid and the ornament for Liquid Thunder coming down. Like the carries are massive right now.
Let me just say, this is the first time I've heard it referred to as ornament, and I like it. I'm a fan. I don't know if
Been
it's
out of the
canon or
loop
not,
for a
but
bit,
I love it. Oh, okay. Abel throwing out. Ooh, blasting.
Waffle just AFK split mid.
Slim's down to half HP. Gonna pop the defensive redemption there just to heal. We're leaving here. Lawful with a good push. You want to split this team up.
What's the timer on?
Oh, it's gonna be scary. Quick does have TP.
You have Orange, just press R.
Yeah, make the play now.
Alright, well,
They should have
I no
made
longer
the play.
like this.
They have to give up the space. Oh, Targon find their way in. Quick
I would
pushing
give
off
up and hit.
Lawful, but now they're gonna play for the pick. They're gonna play for it.
Okay.
Quick TPing back in. Tueri getting the point. Oh, the
What?
Ornn ult is gonna go out.
Where's the orb?
It goes wide, but it doesn't matter.
Tueri
Bowser
is
with
dead.
the pick onto Tueri. Rin going crazy.
Big Granada ult.
Granada ult.
Yeah,
Insane.
yeah.
Look with them flashing over. Oh no, dying on the back end. Killed the Shen fast enough. Oh, doesn't get the res. They peel it back. Basra with the huge double kill onto the right side of the stage. And this fight's gonna go over to Demacia.
Tibbers?
Not only is the fight going over to Demacia already, but so
Soul.
is this soul.
I see it there. You are right, my friend. That soul is in the hands of Demacia. And soon will be the rest of this series.
They already talked to me about game 4, bro.
Talk to me about game 4, guys. If I'm Targon, I'm thinking about game 4.
No, but this is looking. Well, it is hard to say that the game is still winnable. It is still winnable. It's not over till it's over. You know what they say.
Of course. I mean, no, all jokes aside, we're not counting anyone out. This game is very much in anyone's hands, depending on how it goes. But Targon really need to
Zach
find
just
the
hasn't gotten any
front to
gold.
back. Targon
Yeah.
being split up as much as they are. They're not finding the front to back. Oh my goodness, the Renata ult causing Zach
Yep.
to blow the hell out of his own teammates? Come on. Hey, I'm willing to say that Demacia MVP might be Zach.
And he had cleanse?
Oh.
Oh, wait a minute. Huge.
I will say that they have Zach's their main damage source, and he's severely. He's not even through items, and it's 30 minutes, right?
Yeah,
So-
he's getting pushed down. Oh, we tried to find the pick on the Abel, but we're not able to.
And he's forced to go LDR second.
I accidentally
with
did that.
I mean, but thinking about it, right? Like, yeah, they definitely lost the fight. It was difficult, but but for it to be a 3-for-4 or a 2-for-4 was extremely well in my opinion.
Of course. Agreed.
It's a light beer away.
Mm-hmm.
But Basmer found like an amazing flank. Like
Yeah, Basmer finding that flank is incredible. You know, despite how the early game may have been for Basmer, the hero identity is clearly showing out for his comfort here on Annie. Just moving around the map, finding that double kill easily. Ugh.
and Rin
Good
did
move.
finish that then. This Wukong is going to be extremely difficult to kill.
Wait a minute. What? Okay. How does Horizon Focus work on Annie? Like, what's happening there?
They changed it a while ago. It's like when they're immobilized, it also works.
Oh,
I
so
mean,
you don't
no,
even have to be like from far away.
No.
Okay.
That-
I just
that's
wanted to
how
make sure.
That's how it originally worked though. If they were immobilized or if you were a certain distance. What they changed was if you're slowed, it procs now.
Oh, that's sick with it. Okay, I didn't know that about Horizon Focus. Okay. See, this is why I'm glad I have my boys here with me because they,
So I'm
they
building
know,
Horizon
they know
Focus
the
on Ashe?
numbers. What I can bring to the table is energy and observation, but they bring the numbers game to me. That's why I love my
Alright.
boys.
Zach got his third item. He opted for Runons.
Yep, we are off to the races here. Not an IE though. It is not Infinity Edge, but yeah, I agree with it. We do need the front to back
I
this,
think-
and we do need the.
I think he just
The
needs to
lower
kill the
bombs.
Ornn and the attack
Yeah.
speed. Yeah.
But if we can also, if he can make it to 4 items, ooh, he will be a force to be reckoned with. The Baron getting started on spawn by Demacia. I love this play. While you have this lead, force the interactions. Play around it. If they're not going to stop us, we're going to bowl you over. If you are going to stop us... Oh, big play from Basmer taking out Abel right away. And we get the Baron. Oh, no. All things are looking Demacia right now.
That's an inhib too.
Oh my goodness, this is crazy. The steal. That actually went past my own brain. My cells can't keep up. The big slide push.
It's alright, Artie. You haven't seen it before in person like we have.
My boys with the numbers. Oh my goodness.
Can they end here?
No, they can't. There's gonna have Baron minions coming up soon, and it's gonna be difficult for them to push through it.
I would have liked to see Shen keep pushing.
Have Max
Oh,
for
they're
North-
not. They're barreling this over with the Ornold. I like it. They're
gonna get the
taking the
inhib.
inhib. Oh, but here's
to get
Zach.
out.
Here's Zach with the big damage. They don't get the inhib. Can they hold it? Yes,
I
they
think-
will.
I think they could take this fight.
Zach has got traps out. They're not going to be able to push onto this. They've got the Baron. Momentum is looking Targon right now.
Gotta watch out for the
Another
Demacia.
big steal. Can't lie,
I'm
Targon
convinced
looking good with
Riot's
these Baron
just, like,
steals.
If you play on NA from EU, they just give you the ability to take all objectives. As a jungler. They just give it to you.
Yeah.
So we got Baron off the table, but
Wait a minute, they're walking back in here. Big knock up on the camera. Lulu ulting self. Renata ult is flying out. Zach not getting hit with it this time. Oh,
Shen
Quick
ult
is
onto the
gonna go
logs.
down. Cameron going down. On the back end is
no.
Abel's ult. We've
Wait,
got to
this is huge.
scramble. Zach is getting
Jinx is free
excited.
hitting.
Oh, Rin getting hit with the stun going in. Big Rin, the MVP of the show. Fight's not over yet. Lawful is still fighting. Oh my goodness. Here comes Rin again.
Rin.
Rin.
wait,
Woo!
wait, Clouds is still up, and
Yeah.
there's gonna be an Elder. Man,
Big plays out of Abel, big plays out of Zach, but even
Zach
bigger
was
plays
feeling
out of
himself and Rin said not today.
Yeah. She said,
just yeah, no,
shut
she's
that
just doing
stuff
too
down.
much work.
So that's good for Targon still.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Zach got some gold out of that.
It's like I'm telling you guys, no need to look at game 4. Anyone could win this one.
I think there's gonna be this is the make or break fight right here. This Elder.
This is the make or break fight. Elder's up in 20.
We need
Honestly,
Abel to find
Varus
Abel.
is not going to be there in time.
listen, the scoreboard might not be looking Targon. They might be down 2k gold. But if they find one fight right here, they will win it all.
Find out next time.
If Abel
Dragon.
can find a
Oh,
pick
Dragon
from-
Balls! Oh, Cameron having to ult himself. Oh!
This is huge.
Ornold going out. Ornold not leading to much. But Lulu ult also having to get used defensively.
Shen just waiting in base to teleport.
We are at game 3, minute 35 jitters, folks.
That's Ornn ult's a huge cooldown.
Shan TP.
It is. It's big. Oh, wait a minute. Lawful. Oh, TPing on the side. I like that. Wait, but the big catch onto Tueri. Ronaldo goes out. Zach is killing his own team, and now that's gonna be it. Lawful Dog comes down, but I don't think it'll be enough. Zach dying immediately coming out of the stopwatch, and it's gonna be a
ult,
win
dude.
here
Holy shit.
for Demacia. They don't even need the Elder. They are barreling it down.
Yeah.
And guys, those are 1 minute death timers. Can Abel hold it down alone?
Maybe.
I've seen him win these.
I've seen him win these too. He needs to ult this. He needs to ult
I
this
need to
wave.
see him win it now. Ult this
I don't think
wave.
the wave
E this
matters.
wave. Ult this wave.
Ornn does
Abel,
not
please,
care.
for the love of God. Oh, and it's gonna be it. Wave does not go down, but the Nexus of Targon does go down. That's gonna be a 2-1 win for Demacia in this game. Thank you guys for joining us.
I gotta look at that last one again.
Oh man.
Oh man, what a game. What a play.
What a play.
What, Abel? Oh, they try to catch up to Starter again.
Honestly, huge Ronaldo. I feel like we haven't been giving Slimsh enough credit there, but Slimsh is
Rip.
from
That
all
was
of
a
our
banger
teams.
series. That was
Great
crazy.
play, guys. Great play.
I
Now
really
for
enjoyed
voting,
games 1 and 3.
I'm gonna say right now, I think it's pretty clear to say Rin MVP.
Oh, 100%.
I don't know. Liquid Thunder, 31K.
Liquid,
damage.
there is an argument for Liquid Thunder though. I'm not gonna say it's free. I'll
No,
actually take that back.
sure.
Liquid Thunder also up in there.
But
And you
Rin
know,
definitely-
Basmer also played really well this whole series. You know, I mean, there's stuff to be said about the Annie game and during the first half, but he really showed up by the end of it.
Mhm.
It's honestly gonna be a toss up. It's gonna be too hard.
Mhm.
I don't want to add any of my own influence by saying it should be Rin, but I'm just saying that it could be anyone. Yeah, honestly.
Yep.
Damn. That was that was a banger of a series.
Oh yeah, good game.
I really
good
enjoyed
game,
it.
Good series. Can we talk to some of the captains? What's going on here? Can we get someone in here?
We gotta get him in here.
Get him in here. One of the captains. Go ahead and get in here. Who should we do first?
I don't know.
Should be able to do both if Zach changes the size.
All right, get him in here.
The captains want to get in here. If you guys don't want to, just
If you guys
you know,
don't want to,
let one of us know.
do it anyway. I want to hear from you guys.
Fucking cried. Oh, we got
All right,
Basmer.
there we go.
Yeah.
Basmer, congratulations on the win.
Yeah,
Tell me about how you're feeling.
Congrats. Zach.
we're feeling pretty good. We're feeling pretty good. The 2-1 was destined to happen. So like 0-2, 1-2, 2-1. Next week 2-0. It's John.
Right.
How you feeling about these games, Basmer? Talk to us.
You know, they were pretty good. There was some unfortunate variances that happened. That Tori I don't know what that man is made of, but like we kept rolling through it, dude.
Oh,
That's true. No, yeah, Tueri is made of stronger stuff for sure. Now, talk to us. After your Malzahar got taken away for Game 3, how did that make you feel?
You know, they put some respect on it, and honestly, you know, it was whatever. We make it work.
Right,
Oh,
no, I see. Yeah, the Andy came out, clearly showed up. You rolled with the punches. All good.
Mhm.
Now, a question going over to the Zach now. How do you feel about the games?
Good games.
Pretty good games. Pretty good games.
Yeah.
What about the last game there? What do you felt like your team maybe didn't do? What do you felt like Demacia did? Like why did it go the way it went? Sorry.
I don't really know.
I don't know. Last time we just drafted a
Understandable.
flux and a dive, and then just
I just
went
fell
deep.
behind.
Understandable. Yeah, our boys coming out of a crispy Game 3 series though. You know, we love to see it. It was a great game. It was a great series
Yeah.
of games. It was exciting. The viewers at home all loved it.
No.
How
Taking
did
it back to game one, though, I want to say something about Basmer. Like, he plays
Hey.
the Malzahar vision extremely. There were 4 times that you just caught out Senna with ulti, and
Mhm.
basically just led to wins.
Yeah.
Like, it was just great. Also, like, Rin how did you feel about Rin's performance?
Rin,
Like,
Rin was popping.
Yeah,
that
Rin was
first game she
popping
was
off there.
everywhere on the Poppy, and then the
Yeah.
third game, like she set up your whole team, and then
We-
Liquid
yeah.
Thunder surprised us. Like the Varus seemed to be his comfort pick, and he showed.
Yeah, a little bit of a problem going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, good times.
No, it's
Wicked
good. You
Thunder
know,
definitely did so much damage. Like every game, it was insane.
yeah, Rin with the playmaking, Liquid Thunder with the incredible amount of damage coming out on his side from the bot lane. Good
Yep.
stuff, good showing, and you as well. You know, you played around the vision well. Every time your team was playing around the objectives, you did your role well too. You know, you caught people out on the rotate, people coming in, you know, a little bit disorganized or whatever, like caused a little bit of mayhem, caused a little bit of a scramble. You know, good stuff. Also, you know, we can't take away from Targon's accolades as well. Zach with the great Baron steal in game 2. That was
Oh,
exciting
yeah.
stuff. Good stuff. Great stuff.
Yeah.
You know, it really
yeah.
felt like when Targon sets up the 80 carry shell, they do seem to be unstoppable. But, you know,
Mm.
it's a 5-man power ball. What can I say?
Yeah, I do have a question for Zach. That first game, listen, we were looking at it. You guys were having some great early game, and then it started all shifting into Demacia's favor. But tell us, who was the mastermind behind all the macro past 30 minutes? Because although the score was like 9-30, you guys made it that game extremely close.
I don't really know. We were just kind of doing it as a committee. We kind of trolled the first game, but it was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was mostly me and Ben, I think, in the like late game decision making. We started to pull it back, but we just got outscaled.
Yeah, no, it
Right,
was
Which is
right.
funny because you had 3 infinite scaling champions, but Kale.
Yeah, but they had Kale. Kale just
Just Kale.
outscales everyone by herself. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, it was a fun game.
yeah, no, it was a banger
Fun
of a
game,
series.
fun series, good macro movements and everything. No, yeah. Good showing from you guys. You know, thank you guys for putting on a great show for us.
Of course.
Is there anything
Thank
that
you for
you know you
casting.
guys want to go ahead and tell us?
Any shout outs you guys want to give to each other? Friends, teams, sponsors?
Oh, it was a good series.
Yeah, it was fun.
We'll
Shout out to
rematch
Greg.
next week. So
Oh yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how the standings are going, but it should be fun.
this match basically just decided which one of us was third or fourth place.
Okay.
So
okay.
we're fourth. So you guys are third, and we get you get side selection, I think.
Hey.
And then so we pretty much have a rematch of this week's matches next week. So Kathy, Bilge, and the two of us.
It was fun. Do
Right,
it.
right.
Other
And we'll
people
be
crash
excited
to
to see it
check out.
because these two teams are explosive. They bring the hype.
Yeah, you gotta bring the heat, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, the heat was
I
bright.
definitely see it.
Hot
Yeah.
shots. Splash.
It was very difficult to cast because there was like 3 fights going on at every point of like every
In
fight.
game one.
Not just in a
Or just
lot
the
of
whole
the
thing?
games
In general,
like there was
yeah.
like 3 different mini fights going on like all next to each other. It's really weird.
Yeah.
Rehab and Zach.
Oh, that was so
That's it.
bullshit.
Yeah.
Fucking one and a, 2 item Wukong
Wukong.
just one shots me from full.
Renata ult from 2 screens away.
All I'm saying is just give me those durability changes.
Zach
yes,
can't wait
no.
for
It's a
that
good
to
game.
come soon
It's a good
enough.
game.
Yeah.
It was
It's a
good.
good game.
It was fun. Shout out to Quick for going on Arn Diddy.
No, yeah. Quick really pulling it out with that one.
Oh,
Great showing on the Kale.
Why did you guys go Kale that game? I'm just out of curiosity. It
Because
worked so well.
you said you could just farm out the entire line, scale to 16,
sure we
and
banned
just be
it.
stronger.
Oh no, like why didn't you go
Game
Kale?
1 or game last
three.
game? I don't know. Because we were
banned in game 3.
drafting a fuck ton of engage in team fight, and Orn fit that better.
Right.
We
right.
banned it in game 3.
No, like
I was
first
also
you
banned.
guys
You banned
walked
it in
the
game
Shen,
3,
so I
but
was
you
just curious
banned
why we
Mouse
didn't get
and
into it.
Kale in the second phase. Now, question:
Yeah.
Did your team already know what kind of team Targon was going to draft in game 3, Bazra?
We didn't care. We were going deep.
Right, gotcha. So you only had your own game plan in mind. You weren't too concerned with your opponent's game plan, right?
We'd probably pick like a hyperscaler and probably like Waffle Dong on the tank, and then we were assuming Tori wasn't going to pick up Evelyn again, so he'd probably be on Skarner or something. So
Right.
like, we sort of knew what they were doing, but
No, love it. Yeah, we only mentioned that because we were talking about some of the draft ideas, and if they were going to draft this kind of style, we figured you guys might just want to get Kale and Mouse onto the board right away, right? And then waiting for like the second draft pick allowed them to see what comp you're going for and then take it away. But we can see now that you were going for very specific things anyway, and you had you guys had like a number of heroes within your comfort pool anyway, so it didn't really matter
Yeah.
if Ornn gets, or I'm sorry, if Quick gets Kale, or if you get Mouse. You guys had some more flexibility in the kit. So
Yeah.
good
We got
showing from you
options. Got
guys.
options.
Right, right.
You got shots. You got shots.
Yeah, no, that it was an explosive series. The only last question I have is talk to us at that GP selection game too, because it was looking great, and then like it wasn't. I thought you guys were. We thought that like it was just gonna be like a team fight, right? Like GP had this huge lead. He got first turret. He had like over like 50 CS, and the groups just never came through. Like it looked like it was just a split push.
Not sure. Probably got to review that maybe. I don't know. But yeah.
Yeah, no. That game too though, showing by Zach was insane. The
Yeah, that
jungle.
was. Yeah,
Yeah.
he was impossible to kill. Hey, so you didn't? I'm pretty sure you didn't go field ball that game. Kind of weird.
Yeah, yeah.
He was
went for the
building
no
it
mythic
for
build.
6 item.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
he
was
should've
wrong
done
on the
that.
build, but I mean, you saw me play.
No,
Yeah.
hey, listen. I wouldn't even say you're wrong on the build. You've got the team behind you. Do you need the shield
I don't
or
think
the
you needed
bow when you've got
Yeah,
the
no.
team?
Not
Really?
really. No. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Might as well just get the items.
Yeah. I know that the casters in a previous game were not a fan of not building shield bow, but I don't think you need to build it on Kog'Maw. So
Well, in the game that you guys played it, you didn't have Lulu Shen to hold him, so kind of made more sense that
Lux
game. But
also was there,
But-
right?
yeah, we also had Lux. Yeah, so like,
yeah.
but you know, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I have one
whatever.
question, a single question. On Demacia, why did you guys not build the shield breaking lethality item?
Serpent's Fang.
Yes.
Something. Didn't
Against
really
a
have a
team
person
with
who
4
could
shields.
build
Gangplank,
besides
Senna.
Gangplank.
Senna went Kraken. That's weird.
Senna and Gameplay both can build it, right?
Yeah,
Gangplank or Senna should
Also,
have
would have
gone
been
there for
rather
sure.
good that last game too, but
it would have been decent. Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know. Just something to think about in the future.
Yeah, Targon was drafting a ton of shields and would have really paid off dividends to be able to crack through them. But it's all good. Clearly, it didn't end up mattering at the end of the day. Congratulations one more time to Demacia and Targon. Thank you for the great showing. And
Thank you for
let's go and see
casting.
a little bit more hustle in the next games next week. Though we got a lot to review, and
Yeah.
we're excited for some more exciting games next week. So again, thank you guys for your time. Thank you guys for your games, and thank you guys for the banger series.
Hell yeah,
Thank
brother.
you.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. And shout outs to the viewers. You guys
Yeah, shout outs to
stuck around
viewers.
for-
Shout outs to Pingu for helping us out. I think if we do this again next time, I'll try to optimize my computer a little bit more so I can go ahead and control this because I feel like I was really confident moving the camera around, so I feel like I could do it next time myself.
Mhm.
But again, thank you so much, Pingu, for helping us out because our comps just could not handle it this time around.
Hit us with some Pingu beats, bro.
I was gonna say, take
Pingu
us,
beats.
end us with some beats for a couple minutes. You know?
Yeah, send us out with some beats as we close out this game.
Ooh,
Thank you
beats.
guys all for coming, and we're gonna go ahead and peace out. Later, guys.
Hi guys.